Who's going to be the first to touch the gate?
You.
The gate is open, and there's like fog coming from it.
Kettil
So we can just step in.
Okay, sounds like it's the big. Yeah.
So, you all have been inside fog before?
Well, hold up. There's a theory I want to try, Milo. Can you use the spell teleportation?
I don't know teleportation, no. But
Well,
I do have a spell that sort of teleports me.
I can teleport.
Well, for safety precaution, I was thinking while making a deal with some of the people here, I wanted to try us have a backup Fallout plan if something doesn't go right. Like a teleportation, like how Amber had us do when we touched onto that piece of fucking paper.
Well,
2 minutes. You guys figure out your plan.
So,
I can teleport, but I can only teleport myself.
I can teleport myself and one other person by casting Dimension Door, but I have to be within 500 feet of where I teleport, me and the person.
Don't think that'll work then.
Yeah, it depends on, like, whether or not the fog would stretch the amount of distance or something.
I believe that it does stretch, as we did go into one of these fogs before, yes. But we tried leaving, just like walking out, flying out. The fog just kept on going, and we get spit back out into the fog.
Okay,
And it
so,
seems to be
you walked in a
an entirely
direction,
different, yeah.
and you never stopped walking in that direction?
It's
sort of
really hard to go. Well, at least in the last fog, it was really hard to actually get through the fog.
Was it? Didn't we just have to? Oh, wait, no, yeah, we took the wagon.
Flow
Yes.
off straight into the fog, and they came in on the wagon.
You just sort of like pop out into wherever the fog leads. And also the last fog we went into sort of led to like another plane of existence or something.
Yeah, with knights. And it was a different place. Seriously?
I think so, yeah.
Maybe I should look into more convenient ways of teleporting.
Yeah, probably.
Went to the shop. Hold up. I'm gonna go find a spot in this town that sells magic items from Amber's magic shop. I just want to see the price of a scroll of advanced teleportation.
I mean, is the place important enough to have one of those?
I mean, I theory.
You would know that
was-
every place in New Beginnings has an amber shop.
Never
I
mind.
don't know. I was
That'll
just trying to
never
go
come
find
back.
it.
It's like you can be walking like you've probably seen one in Old Town. Like there was like all these rundown buildings, and then in between them there's this nice little like closet with amber signs and everything.
Alright, Kettil never actually said that. The voices in his head did.
Yeah, right. It's one of those things like you would see it, right? So like you wouldn't need to. Yeah.
There's in the list, there's no scrolls of teleportation, it seems. At least not specifically saying teleport.
You would need to get a spell scroll of like teleport, pretty much, right?
I
You
was
need to
thinking
figure
of,
out-
like, Arcane Sigil, maybe?
You need to figure out what level spell you want. So what level is the teleport you want to do?
I don't know what the level was that.
Called
Would that-
teleport.
Well, it was from here basically. Here.
There's a 7th level spell called teleport.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. This spell instantly transports you and up to 8 willing creatures of your choice that you can see within range, or a single object that you can see within range. Blah blah blah. You can pretty much go wherever you want. 7th level spell. You and 8 people.
It sounds like a lot of money for something we don't know if it'll work.
Yeah.
But it would probably aid us in the future. I don't know if we tried to use it, it'd probably stop working.
Well, worst case scenario, Milo, you said it's about 500 feet for your dimensional door, correct?
Yeah, I can take me and one other person 500 feet in a direction.
Okay.
I can also like visualize it, so maybe if I'm just visualizing past the fog, it'll work. But I have never dealt with this before.
Well, we'll keep that in mind. Uh, do you care once we get to, like, say, a couple feet in past the door in the fog? Try dimensional door. See if it works. Because
I
if not,
could,
that
yeah.
was sum up if it would be worth paying next time if we come across this for the scroll of teleport.
Well, not necessarily. It might not. The fog might not like lock him in until he's all the way in. You know.
Yeah, that is true.
To buy that scroll, it would cost 50,000 gold.
We're not buying
Never
it.
mind.
We can't buy that shit.
It's a
Wait,
legendary. It's a
broke
legendary
bitches.
rarity. Scroll of teleport. Scroll legendary. 50,000 gold. 6th to 8th level spell.
How much is a 5th level spell scroll? Like the cheapest that you can?
Now here's the thing, Milo. It's on the Bard, Sorcerer, Wizard spell list, which means you can get the spell scroll of teleport,
Yeah.
which will be only 5,000 gold. But you would need a 7th level spell slot to cast it, because you can copy it into your book and all that stuff, but you don't have 7th level spells, do you?
Yeah, I don't. So, teleportation circle might be what I was thinking of. So, it takes precious gems, and you make like 2 pieces of it, but you can teleport between 2 of the sigils.
Yeah.
So if we had 100 gold, and then that 5th level spell scroll, or the wizard-specific thing, that might be the more economic thing to do. But I just never really figured out how to get it right, you know?
What do you guys think? I'm just being cautious since the last time you two literally almost died. I barely brought you back before I died completely in the last time out of fog like this.
Oh, it's that bad.
It was
Okay.
last time.
It was pretty bad. Yeah.
So if you remember, it wasn't the fog. So if you remember what it did, you walked through the fog, you got to the other side, you're like, cool, we're here. This place is weird, and then you try to walk back in.
Superpower zombie man power.
Well, you try to walk back through the fog, and you started like dying, like you couldn't get out. Like you just kept walking in, almost dying, and then popping back out in like the place where you came from. Like it was like a Willy Wonka thing, right? You walk in, you come out, like wait, what? Yeah, it was like very weird. And then you wandered around and killed like a guy in a castle, right? Like that was
The
the
only way
place,
to get
right?
out of the fog.
Do you
So,
want to try at least test tying
If
rope
we
around someone
had-
and going through?
from what I understand, if we had 600 gold, then I could do a teleportation circle thing, but I probably wouldn't be able to do it like immediately because I'd have to prepare the scroll into my I'd have to work with Oni, get it into the book, and then I'd have to prepare it tomorrow. So if we delay it by a day, and if someone has like 150 more gold, we could do that.
If
We're in no rush.
I paid
Yeah.
$750 right now to cover that cost. But first off, I'm with Rikkshal on this. Tie a rope to somebody and have them go.
We can do that after, because again, as with the previous idea with teleporting, you know, might just end up they just get locked in and then we have to go in with them. So might as well wait to test that for when we have the circle.
I was thinking we could send Crystal in.
Well, she's just gonna pop in there and then somehow pop back up in a forest or whatever.
Worst case scenario is, what if time skips and
What if you send Crystal in there and she can only run away inside the fog?
she'll pop out right then and there in the fog?
Yeah, what if she
that's
can
the case.
only run away within the fog?
So we need to ask you a couple of questions first. So this might be a thing because like again, you D&D characters are different from real life people. So these are questions that you should know and ask and all this stuff potentially. So did you guys tell him anything about where you were when you went into the fog? Did you guys figure anything out where you were when you were in the fog?
They mentioned something about that's where they found the tower, I think.
Tower?
Yeah, about the tower, and then there was fog around the tower.
Oh no! Like the idea is the when they went into the fog, they went somewhere, and then when the fog dissipated, they fell out and in like back on the mountain, and they found the tower where the fog was, pretty much.
Yeah, and it was like this little divot. Like somebody pointed that out on the map.
It was on the other side of the map. It was over here.
Then no, that's probably not been established.
So have they explained to you at all what happens when you go into the fog?
You can't get out.
What?
Unless you figure out a way to get rid of the fog.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
we haven't really explained much about what was actually in the fog.
Well,
Yeah,
minus
we
the fact
just
that we
kinda
had trouble
breathing.
breathing in the fog while traveling through the fog.
I'm just saying
so-
if you guys haven't figured anything out about the fog, then you can't tell them anything about the fog. So I was making sure you didn't figure anything out about it.
Didn't Ragnar or someone read a book about it?
It was
I
mentioned.
mean,
the
only
The only thing I found
I
the book
read
of-
was about the Knights of Roses or whatever.
Yeah. So you established. I remember you doing this. You established that you were in another dimension. You're in the fog. And
Yeah.
if you read the circle spell, it says, choose whose sigils you know that is on the same plane of existence as you. So you would get that if you have a circle in a quarto, and you go into the fog and put a circle in there, and the fog is in a different dimension, you cannot get back to a quarto through that circle. You can only go to, basically you'll be able to teleport around in the fog, but you won't be able to get out of the fog with this spell.
Okay, that makes sense.
It could be another dimension.
Yeah,
So
I think Ragnar has established that you were in another dimension when he started reading the books about the Rose stuff, and he made a history check, I think.
Yeah, I
think I mentioned-
check, learned about the Rose Knights, found the book, the guy who's been there for.
Yeah, so you don't know anything about it, but you knew that this makes no sense for your dimension, and this history does not check out to anything in your dimension. Like that was what you established. Like you don't know about it, you just don't know. It's like
Yeah.
right, like this must be a different
'Cause-
dimension.
Bjorn's been asking everybody he knows is more powerful than him. Hey, do you know anything about the people called the Rose Knights?
Yeah, like you can ask
I
Amber that
constantly
knows
bring that up.
everything. She'd be like, I never heard of them. What are you talking about? Right? And like they have a book, they have a whole history. How do you not know? Right? It's like it would be like asking like us about like George Washington and shit like that, and they're like, never heard of him, right? But on a different like dimension, George Washington never existed or something, right? It'd be like,
So Fog has in common, it's with the Rose Knights. That's all Bjorn knows. So he's taking precautions. For the most evil character who's taking precautions, that's a sign.
and you guys never figured out what dimension it was in, right?
Not really
Yeah.
a measure of intelligence. Just because you're evil doesn't mean you can't take precautions.
Oh no, you
I
should.
mean, morality
evil
does not
precautions.
equal competency.
I
Yeah,
go
that's
in
what I meant.
head on though, as an evil character. Don't worry about precautions. Half the time, I don't really worry
As
about
a
my party
chaotic
members
evil
unless it's
character.
needed. Yeah.
So as a chaotic character.
Chaotic evil
Okay,
character
yeah.
specifically.
Hmm.
Yeah, that is chaotic. Okay. So, yeah.
There's been
Sounds
few
like they're
moments,
nothing then.
like Bjorn has shown, hey, something's not right. It doesn't settle with me, and I've been more cooperative in doing back-to-back combat with Kettil and Rikkshal with a sword than compared to my bow, or just burning shit alive. Like when I sent Sweetie Todd across that bridge at that one volcano, I was sitting there analyzing what the fuck's gonna happen for the future.
Can we all stick to the plan while he runs in?
Kettle and Rikkshal just bolt in while yelling about random shit. What do you guys do?
I think we should try the rope thing. We're gonna go in there. I don't think we have any way of getting. We don't really have a way of getting out, do we?
Milo's not gonna run. He's just gonna follow behind. Like,
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do but teleporting us out. So might as well.
Alright,
How about we tie a rope around somebody named Bjorn.
One of those guys.
I mean...
Me, Kettil, and I can hold on to the rope, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we are the beefiest ones here. Yeah.
Okay, so whoever goes in first with the rope, you go in. At some point, you make it through. Who is it? Who's going in with the rope?
It's this chaotic evil.
Okay, so you're
Man,
so you step through this fog. You start coughing. You feel really bad, and you start getting really drained. You feel like you're dying. So you have to pick up the pace because you feel like if you're in here too long, you will die. So you make a break to get to the edge. You make it out. You're like start breathing heavy. You're like lean over like you just like ran a marathon, like breathing heavy, like yeah. And so you guys on the other side, the rope eventually stops, right? He stops moving. You're like, okay, cool, he's here, right? Or he got to a point where neither he's dead or he stopped moving. So when you guys go to pull the rope won't pull. At some point, the rope goes through the dimensions, and whenever something goes through the dimension, it can't go back. So it's kind of like stuck at a certain point. No matter how hard you pull or try, you cannot pull a dimension. The rope will break first.
20, I moved the dimension a little
Yeah,
bit.
you like basically you break the rope before you move the dimension. So, but I mean, every time he takes a step, the rope does go more into the dimension, right? Because nothing's pulling on it technically. Because at the point where it goes through the dimension, it's pretty much is there, and he can just walk. So he's basically has the weight of his.
Trap.
He has like the weight of the dimension on him. Like so Bjorn can just walk freely without and you guys can't stop it, like pulling him back. Because nothing's technically holding him.
What would happen if he pulled the rope?
I'm saying like nothing's technically holding him because like the dimension is like basically once it gets to like right in the middle, like where your side is, it's stopping your momentum. And Bjorn takes like a millisecond, like there's a little bit of a like micro step forward, the dimension pulls it in. So like the idea is that the weight of the dimension is helping him pull the rope basically.
So are we pulled in?
I mean, unless you let go of the rope, like you can like everyone can hold on to the rope, and Bjorn can take one small step and pull you all in technically, like one step forward, right? Not all the way into the dimension. It's up to you.
I think it'd be funnier if like Rikkshal and Kettil were like, "Oh, Bryce, what the fuck's that?"
So yeah, like the fog inside is not that big. So actually, how big is the rope you're using? If it's a small rope, then technically you might get pulled in. If it's like a 50-foot rope, you should be fine.
It's a 50-foot rope.
Yeah, I believe Rikkshal, and Kettil all have a 50-foot rope.
Yeah, so you should be. You're not gonna get pulled in, but I mean, yeah, if you're just like trying to like, no, we can't let the rope go, and you're just like all holding on to it, like you just have a bunch of, you just have like cart tied to it and shit, and it's just getting drug in slowly.
I'm just like totally like, oh my god, what the fuck? Why did Bjorn get so strong?
Yeah. That's how it kind of feels. Yeah. So if you guys don't let go, you eventually all pull into the dimension.
Does the that one Rose Knight's armor act weird while I'm over here in this dimension?
No, nothing special about the armor.
Okay.
Is
Alrighty.
get some armor.
Well, I was just making sure.
It's making sure. Yeah, that's a fair question.
I'm just a fireman. It's just some armor.
So eventually, if you guys, like, you're getting pulled kind of slowly. So eventually, you have to realize like you're dying in this fog. So you like let go of the rope, or you just hold the rope and run forward with the rope. And yeah, you eventually make it out to the other side. Is everyone there so I can explain the area, or is anyone
Did
not?
Milo come with us? You just sort of saw us getting pulled.
You guys started getting dragged. Milo
Wait,
was running towards you, so...
Wait, hold on. While Kettil and Rikkshal are just like, what the fuck? And Kettle's like, oi, you! What the fuck is happening? And then we get all pulled in, where we've kind of realized what's happening. Kettil just yells, alright, fuck it, get charge! And then he runs forward. And
By
the
time they start showing up, I'd start surveying, like right in front of where I came out of. Make sure there's nothing there out of the ordinary.
Are you still standing right where you popped out of? I just have to ask.
Oh no, I'm walking.
So
That's why you're being dragged.
So when
Okay.
you get to the other side, you are on a road. Behind you is nothing but fog. And in front of you is a small road, dirt road, with trees all on both sides, like as far as the eye can see. But these trees are like all dead. They're all like just dead trees, it's branches and sticks and stuff like that. It's nighttime. You look up, it's a full moon. You hear like the silence of the forest. Every now and then you hear like a howl in the distance from a wolf. Much louder than what you like. It's farther but louder. So you think like it's a really big wolf. You could probably maybe guess like, I guess that could be a werewolf or something, like because of how big it is, or a dire wolf.
Well, not just that. We've heard one the last time we were there.
Yeah, you've heard all these familiar sounds. You were in the same place you were last time. It's just a different location. There's a road. Down the road, you see a clearing. Yeah, and I guess you start walking towards that at some point, and that's whenever I got drawn in.
Yeah, and at that same time, I'd start reading the Knights of the Rose Order to see if this is any significant location that's in the book.
Yeah, it's just a which yeah. Yeah. Then
Just to see if this is like another Order's.
yeah,
like,
interestingly enough, the Knight of the
Order.
Order stuff doesn't really, or the Rose, like doesn't really mention too much of like this random stuff. It has to deal with like their tenets, what they believe, the it's more of like a society type thing. So if anything, like this is very like not where they would be at all. Like they seem like a much bigger, like in this a big city with a giant keep and a nice like training area and all this other stuff. Kind of fancy it seemed like. And this is a random dirt road, yeah, in the middle of nowhere. I'll if anything stands out, I'll let you know if it like strikes anything like, oh yeah, this is from the book.
All right. Then showtime after walking 60 feet.
Everyone is eventually on the other side, breathing heavy, and yeah. Now, at some point, once they make it through the certain halfway point, and like the cart gets there or something through the. Did you tie the cart to the rope?
No, did we? I don't think we did.
Did we even take the cart?
So I'm saying, is the cart just sitting on the other side of
the cart outside the town because we already grabbed everything we needed from it.
Yeah, and
was there
Crystal's
anything
the only
heavy
thing
tied
with
to the
us.
cart?
Anything heavy tied to the cart?
Yeah.
No, we didn't really take any precautions with the cart.
Okay. Or is there anything heavy tied to the rope? I meant, my bad.
No, just the two Mega Chads.
Yeah, we were just hanging on to it.
So at a certain
Crystal.
point, you guys make it through the fog enough that you're on this side of the dimension, and then that's when your weight and holds the rope from Ragnar. So at a certain point, you guys are in the fog, getting drug, and you feel the like it's like weaker now because it's just Ragnar's force, and then Ragnar, you get stopped because they're holding on the rope, but they're actually running forward because they're in the fog dying. So I guess you're just like running with the rope forward. So yeah, eventually you can just walk, and then you guys all make it on the other side, holding the rope on the ground, the rope around Ragnar.
So is Ragnar pulled toward us?
No, because I would assume you guys ran forward while Ragnar was walking forward because you didn't want to die in the fog. So basically the idea is once you make it to the other side of the fog where you can actually see Ragnar in front of you, Ragnar like I guess can turn and see you guys breathing heavily, and you guys will be all there with the rope.
Oh, Kettil straightens his back and just goes, well, fuck, that didn't work.
She did not enjoy that again.
Probably should have expected that. Fucking hell.
So, guys, remember that loud howling the time when we went into the fog?
We do. Milo doesn't.
Well, yeah, I know you do. I heard that howling, but it seemed further away this time.
Ominous.
I wonder if that gypsy's here.
You good, Milo?
Was that a wolf? Like, what is it then?
Wolf, werewolf, who knows?
Some ungodly hybrid with 8 legs. Something wolf-like. That's all we knew from its yells.
Well, I won't be very stealthy today. Kettil, we have never gotten around to making this half plate.
Wait, I just realized something.
We have made that half plate. I already like.
I
shrugged
I
off these
probably
everyone.
can take everyone besides me out of the dimension if I absolutely have to.
Oh.
I know the spell Banishment, and if I concentrate on a full minute on that, I'd probably be able to get everybody but me out. Because I can't cast it on myself.
Well, that's pretty dramatic, just to sacrifice you. Well, you're a part of our group, so I don't think we're gonna be doing that.
Plus, if you know the spell Revive, it's cheap to revive. Well, it's actually pretty free.
He is pretty cheap.
Free is cheap.
Okay, yeah, if somebody's like unconscious, we're probably gonna do that then. But yeah. So there's a wolf, and we're looking for what's causing the fog so we can get out.
Last time we were here, we had to defeat a. Don't know if it's the same thing here. It could be something completely different. Don't know.
Sorry, what did you have to
overall,
defeat?
A knight, an undead
A knight?
knight.
paladin.
Some paladin type who had ice all around him. Was a bitch. That was a
You guys
bitch of a
notice I start summoning the undead knights of the order back up.
So then, I guess we just fought.
You-
Yeah.
You get to lead them in battle like you used to do with your mercenary friends.
I didn't technically, like, whatever. Let's go, I guess. We just follow the road, kill whatever we have to kill, or do whatever we have to do. Get out and get paid, maybe head to the Shadow Keys, yeah?
Oh, dude. We are so in the need for a vacation at this point.
I've had more breaks. Shit. Let's go.
I would fly up, and if I fly up, would I just see endless forest except for the clearing above or ahead?
No. You eventually so if you fly up, you get through the trees. You see in the distance a town. You see a giant castle on a hill. Next to the town, and you see the little clearing up ahead. You see more forest, and then yeah.
Alright, so apart from that, there's just forest inside this little globe of fog.
Yeah, there's forest, and then there's more road, and there's a distance, and then you maybe see another town really far away or something, and yeah.
Alright. Well, I come back down, and I just tell them there's not much here except for forest, some towns, and a castle on a hill.
Exactly like the last time.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Well, if luck will have us, Gypsy's gonna come by or some other type of wench, and she's gonna point us at a place. Or we just walk toward. Is there anything ominous?
Everything?
Big castle on a hill, pretty ominous. This entire place is pretty ominous.
That's true. But, like, the tower is more ominous than the place itself, yeah?
Yeah, like something else like on a hill far away, you've seen like a really like a ramshackle like windmill that's like falling apart. Everything seems ominous and scary, ghost towny, yeah.
While Rikkshal is up in the air, I'm sitting there listing off things, and I mentioned one last thing. I was like, well, worst case scenario is we run into a coven of vampires.
That would be a hell of a bitch to fight. Yep.
Yes, would.
Yeah, it would. And we don't even have any vampire hunters around us. Unlike back home.
And
It's...
they're a type of undead, and we have a crazy bug who's a paladin.
That is true, so never mind. We have something even better. Instead of a dude with a bit of wood and a shit ton of crossbows and muskets, we have our champion of the arenas. Fuck yeah.
Aren't they like weak to the sun or something? Fire's basically the sun.
We have not. We have not.
The closest thing to the sun would be radiant, but I mean, it still doesn't even the sun technically.
Fire's basically the sun.
Fire. I'm pretty sure fire helps. Fire would help. Kettil would know this. If it would or not.
Vampires?
Yeah.
No.
They do not.
Okay.
So okay,
Back up,
so let's give you guys some religion checks to see if you guys know how to fight a vampire.
I would love that.
Kettil, you
My
can have
character
your
sheet's acting weird.
Kettil, you can have your mercenary experience if you
There it
want.
is.
So, advantage on this?
Yeah.
So just religion checks on whether or not fire is basically the sun.
I'll let you know if like a little bit more about vampires, which you know.
But I do know that fire doesn't actually work, right?
Yeah, fire. I mean, fire works on everything technically.
I don't know anything about vampires.
I know enough. I could even add
Okay,
in
so
my.
you know that vampires cannot be let into places that they're not allowed in, right? They have to be invited in. They have forebodings. That's actually a thing in D&D.
Nice.
Running water hurts them, so if you find running water and you run across the stream, they can fly over it, but if they walk through it, it's like poison. It starts burning them. Sunlight hurts them. The actual sun, not radiant, not fire, sunlight. So if you have the sunlight spell or whatever it's called, I think it's a spell for it or something like that.
Sunbeam?
Something. It has to do with
It's a
sun
druid
in it.
thing.
It has something to do with sun in it. I remember it's something like that. There
Might
are
be Sunbeam.
items like the Sunblade or something like that. So sun hurts them. Garlic does not. That's not a thing in D&D. Nothing about garlic. And yeah, when you kill them, they dissipate in the mist. They run away and hide, and then go back to the little coffin. And in a couple of days, they wake up back to normal, so they can like bring themselves back to life, kind of like a lich. If you stab them in the heart with a stake, they become paralyzed permanently until the stake gets removed. So the idea is once you kill them, they fly away. You go to their coffin while they're like unconscious. You stab them in the heart with a stake, and then you just do whatever you need to do with them. You slowly burn them with radiant until they die, and the power of Christ compels them, and blah blah blah. Right? You know.
Power of Christ.
So radiant, they're not weak to radiant, then, right?
They are weak to radiant. They have regeneration. If they suffer radiant damage, they do not have their regeneration that turn.
And do they count as undead?
Yes, they count as undead.
Yes.
Sick.
Now that's a vampire. There's like vampire spawns, which are like the smaller ones that are like super weak and squishy, but they have less of the weaknesses. Like they can go in people's houses and shit. They're the ones that vampires use as like their minions to like do things. But they usually have a lot of the weaknesses, but not all the cool broken strength stuff that they have. Like vampires have all the cool broken stuff. But I mean, yeah.
The first vampire, like one of my characters ever fought, it was like basically thrown around like a doll.
Well, I guess
So-
we figured this out by Milo and Kettil just like.
Yeah,
arguing
Kettil
about
knows
it.
a lot of it. Kettil knows some, but Milo then comes in with like a whole bunch. And be like, here you go.
Oh yeah, like I could have just like learned how to cast Sunbeam, which would have been very good against vampires, but I didn't.
Well, I mean, we're not gonna be fighting vampires right now. Besides, it should be.
You
Too
also
bad.
would know that.
But yeah, but fire itself doesn't really work as much as you think it would.
Another thing you would know is vampires are shape changers. If you have any spell like, what is it, the moonbeam shit that hurts shape changers and stuff, that means they also can turn into things, but they don't turn into people, they turn into like,
That's
bats and wolves and
What?
spiders and shit. And they also
So can
can
they
summon
turn
them?
into chairs?
No,
Look
they
at that
turn into
wolf, the
into
vampire?
animals and stuff. And they can summon animals? What for vampires?
so. Are we going to the windmill to look for vampires / werewolves / knights or?
I was just naming things that could possibly happen. Hell, for all we know, we can run into a horde of undead gnolls.
We could find one of those giant Tarrasque things too.
I'd
Cross
rather
the mind
not.
this.
I would rather not as well, cause even with all of us combined and his bullshit powers, we would be right fucked. So yeah, we just head toward that windmill, gather our surroundings.
The windmill is
people-
really far away compared to everything else. It's basically like the road, the clearing, the town, the castle above the town, Further down the road, big hill, windmill. Further down the road, another town, basically.
Well, I guess we head to the town, get all our surroundings, get all effects in order, maybe set up a camp for no fucking reason. Then we head into the castle and possibly die. Yeah?
Sounds good.
Well, hold up. I want to try because I don't think I don't see Crystal with you guys, so I'm guessing you didn't tie the rope around her.
No. We were just, it was just me, Perth, and then, yeah, Milo. Yeah, Milo grabbed it a little bit after.
Nah, I wasn't touching the rope at all. I just sort of ran in when you guys get pulled in.
Really? Thought I told you to grab the damn thing when we were getting dragged in.
I don't think it would have mattered.
But I didn't. I just
I want to
ran
try
in.
something out. Since Rikkshal and I basically summon our companion creature, we're in a
Okay,
different dimension.
so no crystal then?
No, and it's not gonna work.
You can summon her, right?
Can't
Well-
you just, like, use some bullshit ranger trick just so...
Yeah, she like
I
comes
can whistle.
running out the forest.
Oh,
Yeah.
man!
But if this is a different dimension, I had an idea where
I was gonna
this
say
is a
she comes out and she
different
looks
variant of
different.
Crystal.
Yeah, I was saying she
like
looks
a
different, right?
variant.
She's like a werewolf vampire thingy or something.
Yeah, kind of.
A zombie dog.
Zombie dragon.
Dracolich, a
Dragon.
baby Dracolich. There you go.
Awesome.
Jeez.
Fucking claw.
But,
Wait, so if a vampire's stalking toward us, can Kettil just yell, "You're not allowed in here, you can't!" And the vampire will just stop? If we just, like, go into a building?
Kind of, right? You have to go to a building that they're not allowed in.
So are
So we
they
have to,
allowed
throw
into...
some gold on the bottom of the floor and be like, I bought this windmill, you're not allowed in.
Then do we have to negotiate contracts?
He's dead. What's the contract?
And then you'd be like,
no.
and then you'd be like, let's negotiate this. He's like, cool, yeah, let's negotiate this. Let me just, he's like, yeah, let's talk about it. And you'd be like, okay, cool. You're gonna invite me in? You're like, yeah, come on in and then we can talk about it. Like, oh, you got me, and they come in and kill you.
No, you just be like, oh, I bought this place and I'm not taking any visitors. Let's negotiate. What do you mean you bought this place? Well, I bought this place when I put a gold on the ground. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I bought this now.
here's the thing. Another thing you know about vampires, they have a lot of charm stuff. So they can be like, why don't you invite me in? Wink, and then you're like, oh yeah, come on in. Fuck, you got me.
It says Captain.
That Draco Lich is so cute.
I will pet the Draco Lich. I will break its
Funnily
spine.
enough, that's the art that Meepo's dragon did when if you didn't take his dragon, the last group left his dead dragon and him. So when he came back to life, he grabbed his dragon corpse and he brought it back to life as a baby Dracolich.
Oh.
What's Meepo?
It's technically cyanide. I forgot what the dragon was called.
Wait, are you talking about the little white dragon that I have now?
Yeah.
That's what happened to it last game. It turned into that.
I saw
Oh.
Children of the Night and I thought, yes, libraries. Don't ask.
Meepo was also in the arena with that dragon in their game because they fought Meepo really, really early. So he came back at a higher level character with a Dracolich fighting people in the arena. Also,
They
Mo was in the arena too in their game because they found Mo earlier. Mo had a lot. Mo was a lot big part of their game. You remember Mo, the Modron?
The tiny robot man.
Yeah, he came back and he was just knocking people out. He was destroying people.
It's a good thing we had Artemis when that big Jim, yeah. I was about to just call him Tiny Fucker, came by.
That's how what happened to them too. That's supposed to happen. That's why you meet Artemis in that
God.
town.
Screw it. Mage armor.
It's 8 hours. You good? So you're walking down the road. You start walking past this clearing. You can clearly tell that there were people camping here. You see tire tracks for wagons. You see like a big fire that was in the middle. That was like it's out now. It's been out for like a day or a couple of days, something like that. Like people were camping here, like several people, like 40-ish, 30-ish, something like that. A good little bit of people. Based off of I'll make survival. Let's make some rolls. Like I'm not gonna tell you everything. Why not? We're playing D&D. You can roll for this.
Nice. It's taking a real long time to load. I just gotta say that. Let me find.
Well, since we are in the mountainside too, this isn't an advantage.
You're not in the mountains. You're on like the ground.
We're on a
Oh,
road.
Forest, technically, you're in a. Actually, didn't. What was your other thing you were talking about? You wanted to get You wanted to be
Me?
something special, right? That your favorite areas or whatever.
Yeah, it
Favorite
was
terrain?
mountain, undead, and
Undead.
plains and forest.
So this will be
Yeah.
this will be more undead. This will fit undead. Like it's an undead forest basically, right? There's a bunch of like dead trees and everything. It fits. Okay, so
So
Bjorn
the-
and Rikkshal,
Now
you
we
guys.
figured out the karmas.
Yeah, so Bjorn and Rikkshal, you realize this place, whoever was here, they were very joyous people. Bjorn, you can know exactly what's going on. You can tell that there were some gypsies here. They were singing, they were dancing. You can see the way the foot are like moving, like they were dancing around this fire. You see a group where like a bunch of group were together, like people playing instruments. Rikkshal, you get a little less of that. Hacker or Milo, you think there was like a ritual happening here or something? Like people were sacrificing people at this fire potentially, and like all these people were chanting or something. Like yeah, it's really fucked up whatever they were doing here.
Kettle doesn't care.
Yeah, and Kettil, you're just like Milo brings that up or something or thinks about it, and you're probably thinking the same thing. Like man, these people were fucked up. Whatever was here. Yeah,
or no, Kettle's just like.
got a 7. I mean that's pretty low.
Yes.
I mean, like,
Campfire.
what? Kettle just sees campfire, goes, alright, people were. That's a
Yeah,
campfire.
yeah. But yeah, Bjorn, you know exactly what was going on. Rikkshal, you know kind of what was going on. Like, there's just a bunch of people singing and dancing here. Bjorn, you can tell, like, yeah, based off of the shoes they were wearing and the jumping and the moving and the placement of everything. Yeah.
You guys all hear me shout, "We might run into gypsies!"
What makes it say that? Aside from the fact that we saw a gypsy earlier, like last time.
Because this is their fire.
There's no
Oh,
fire. How do you know
Also, gypsy's racist. Remember, you can't say gypsy, but I mean what they're called in D&D is Vistani.
that? Is
Oh, so
the
you
one
guys
going
know
to take
that's
offense when I call her a gypsy? Well,
No, like it's
Kettle
actually
doesn't
a
know any
slur in
better.
real life too, though.
Slur in real life too. Yeah.
Okay, Kettle doesn't know any better. Wait, it is? Damn.
Yeah, it's slur in real life, and technically the word doesn't exist in D&D. I still say gypsy because I forget what Vistani means. When I say gypsy, be like, I know what a gypsy is. It's like, yeah, okay, cool. You know what they look like, right?
Okay.
Sonic.
Vistani,
Okay.
yeah.
Honor.
Anyways,
But yeah, it's the Romani people, yeah.
this could backfire. I only made 3 of these and haven't used them yet.
Milo backs away.
What are you gonna do?
I made firework arrows, which basically, hey, signal arrows. I can just fire off one-time use. You know, they blow up.
Shit, that's useful. Why only 3?
Since they were like, hey, like if say, you two were to be once I reestablished my clan, built a kingdom here, and slowly wanted this portion of the continent with new laws. Have a signal if there was a chance of retreat or advance attack, such forth. Full on battle tactic type deal.
Yeah, I know, but why only just 3?
And I
Like,
don't know
it'd
why I
be
made
useful
3.
if it'd be useful if you had more.
True. I've never really shot them at living creatures either. This is just, hey, something happened and I got caught when we were out, telling you guys, hey, stay the fuck away or come get me type deal, because I have a red one, stay away. Blue, might be in some trouble. Green, get the fuck here and help me.
So you're just
Okay.
gonna shoot it up in the air, and then you're gonna track who knows what to us, yeah? That's what
Probably
that
we
means?
need to get into a defensive positions, just for safety.
Wait, we're in a town, right?
Walking down the road. The town's a little bit in distance. But
Well,
make sure
if we
are you leaving the camp? Are you walking to the town, or you're?
What if we just shoot the thing in the town so we actually have a defensible spot instead of just being attacked from all sides like a bunch of fucking idiots?
Wouldn't it be the same in the town? Because
Well, in the town, in the town, we'd have buildings that we could just clear out, and if things start coming at us, we have buildings to hide in, so that if they come at us, we smack them, and it's better in buildings than to just fight in the open, where we're surrounded.
Okay. Well, that works. It's an idea, just in case if nobody's, you know, alive and we get attacked by undead, which
Or the pack of wolves or whatever. Could be vampires too, considering their shape-shifting bullshit.
Again, you would know that vampires don't turn into things like that. They turn into animals. So if you see a person, it's either a vampire or not a vampire, right? Like,
No, I mean, like, vampires can turn into wolves, right? Didn't you say that?
yeah. If you see a wolf doing something very non-wolf-like, you can probably guess it's a vampire.
I mean, like, the wolves howling could just be a bunch of furry vampires. Who knows?
Sure.
I don't know, they
Chilling.
could probably...
Just chilling on the
Just
mountainside,
like
you
being
guys
wolves.
know-
Yiff, vampire.
so as long as you guys know, I have made precautions with these arrows. I will make more in the future. I thought I'd let you know now.
Yeah.
Perfectly
Green,
fine with
come
me.
help.
But,
Blue, maybe
you know
help.
what?
Do what now? Milo, what did you say?
Blue, maybe help. I was just repeating what you said about the instructions. Like, okay,
Red means
let's
stay
not
the hell
split
away,
up,
too
but, like,
dangerous.
yeah.
Blue, be cautious, maybe help. Green, hurry the fuck up and get here.
Well then, let's just head over to the town, yeah? That way, if the roving pack of wolves aren't actually a roving pack of wolves, but oh, God forbid, vampires, then we could just be like, yeah, no allowed in my building and all that shit. And if they are like a bunch of undead, it's still better to be fighting inside of a house where we can actually defend ourselves instead of just being swamped down by endless numbers.
Glad my theory was correct about summoning crystal. It's not really crystal.
Huh?
You see a little dragon lich right next to you, Kettil.
Wait, what?
Crystal
Is
is
that
not
attacking us?
flesh. Yeah, apparently if I'm somewhere. My counterpart here must be.
Actually dead. Wow, that's a surprise.
Yeah. But
Well,
she's still here as a lich.
she's now a tiny dragon loaf. Kind of fucking adorable, I have to say. Kind of like pats it on the head.
Alrighty.
Oh,
Let's get them moving.
crunch, dirt road sound effect.
Yeah. So eventually
you
you walk down the road and eventually you get to the entrance of the town. You see again it's nighttime, the moon's out. You see a few people wandering throughout the town, which is strange for this time, right? For back home, I guess. And as you start walking up and people notice, like they look up and see you, their eyes like go wide and then like they run into their house and like close their doors, shut their windows, blah blah blah, all that kind of stuff. So it's like everyone's like hiding from you. Not like screaming like, "Oh, monster, run away!" They're just like see you and they're like, "Nope, nope, 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 nope," and they just like run inside, pretty much.
Kettle just blinks in surprise and just blinks a little bit and goes, "Where's the raiding party? I'm not seeing any over here."
Yeah, like they're not running like you're like bandits coming to kill them. Like they're not running that fast. They're just like, "Oh, we don't, nope, not talking to them, nope." And they look like this. The people look a little different than what you're used to.
Ah, yes, Yarnamites.
They're blue.
Dabba dee dabba die, the
Yeah.
dabba dee dabba die. Well, Kettle still cracks that dumb joke anyway.
Yeah. They're like to be fair, it's like it's a various race of people. Like you see like white people, black people, Asian people, like different races like we're normally used to. But they have like, these features of all these different races, but they're all blue.
Okay.
Bluish hair, yeah.
Well, after Kettle makes his dumb joke, he just says, So, you guys have blue people around back home? Because I definitely don't back home.
I met a tiefling who was blue.
I mean, that's a tiefling. But I'm pretty sure those are just guys. But they're blue.
What check would it be to know anything about the Shadowfell?
Religion?
And like whether or not this is the same as like how in the Shadowfell, I think they get dyed black. I think was how that happened in a campaign I was in.
Oh, you mean the Shadow Kai elves?
I have no idea. There was this one campaign. It might have just all been.
Oh, so the idea is the Shadowfell. The way it is everyone's like they're a little bit gray. It's like how like Drow or Dark, whatever. But no, like the Shadow Kai elves used to be high elves, but because they lived in the Shadowfell for so long, and based off of what happened with the Raven Queen and all that stuff, I guess their skin slowly changed colors because of it's this always in the Shadowfell. It's always dark and always moonlight. There's always a full moon, just like here for some yeah. Yeah. So yeah. You want to make
That's
a
a really
check?
good question. Is there any like diagnostic stuff that Milo could do to figure out what dimension this is?
Yeah,
Is this
yeah.
just-
Make a check. Make a religion check, and I'll tell you how well based off what you do. 22?
22.
Yeah, you can guess that if you are in another dimension, based off what this place looks like, this is the Shadowfell. Right. If you sit here for more than like 12 hours and the moon doesn't go from full moon to sun or something else, you can probably guess you're in the Shadowfell.
I've got to refresh the
Okay.
page. Hold on. For some
Oh,
reason.
now these people have nothing to do with the Shadowfell being blue. There's nothing connecting them to that. But you could think of things like that about like this place seems like the Shadowfell, and you would know that werewolves and vampires are from the Shadowfell. You would know that the Shadowfell is run by intelligent undead. Vampires and liches and other intelligent undead run the cities of in the Shadowfell, like the major cities. And it's a very bad place to be for a human mortal type thing. Basically, a human is seen as cattle in the Shadowfell.
What about elves?
Yeah, elves too. Any low, non-immortal creature that has blood that can be drained for vampires and blah 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 and things to experiment on and turn to zombies.
Got it. So we might be running into a trap because this kinda, yeah. This might be a vampire's town.
Nice, very nice.
We should probably expect someone to come out and shank us soon.
When shouldn't we be expecting that, to be honest? To be completely fair.
About now, no.
And roll a d4 to figure out who gets shanked.
Probably me.
Some random urchin comes up and shanks you and then runs off. And you're like, what was that? Was that a vampire? Like, nah, it was a grubby urchin. No big deal. But I probably
that
have,
just happens sometimes.
you know, I
the
do have
sound.
tetanus now because that dagger was rusty, but you know, whatever.
You're just getting isekai, it's fine.
It's all fun. This happens at home all the time, Kettil says as he's...
Yeah, I guess Kettle, you feel kind of at home here.
It's like, whoa, where's the raiding party? Why are they blue? Blah, 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 blah. So we're in a vampire town.
Probably. I don't know. I've never been to the Shadowfell before, but it seems a lot like what I read the Shadowfell to be like. I mean, if we're here for a few more hours, I could probably tell you with more certainty, but...
Because we'd start just, like, dying by weird...
You know what? Out of
immortal
curiosity,
Is the
zombies or
night
whatever.
wind change? But what are you curious about?
my people know about a certain group of elves that a shadow thing, whatever you're talking about. It's new to me. Kind of close to the Fae.
I'm
You're asking
pretty
Milo
sure.
this or Spike?
He's
Asking
asking
you.
Milo this.
Oh. Could have sworn it was Dimension.
I mean, Kettle
Like the
just...
Shadowfell.
Kettle just cuts in. I'm pretty sure they're two different things, because from what I'm hearing from this guy, one is a bunch of zombie vampires, the other is bullshit, snatch your kids, but we're definitely alive type deal.
So
So
my
it would be
theory is kind of correct about a vampire, possibly.
Maybe.
vampire,
or-
possibly. The Fae would be a different place because this is the undead place. They'd probably like be fighting or something. I don't know. Maybe they'd be welcome. I don't know how a vampire thinks.
Let's make our way to the castle.
Or we didn't see a castle. Just
I mean, we
Looking
did
for
see
trouble?
We did see a tower.
I thought we saw a windmill.
You saw you
The
flying
windmill.
above, you're in a forest, you see the clearing, ahead you see a town, next to the town's a castle, beyond that is a windmill on a hill, and then another town really far in the distance.
Okay, so we're heading to the castle.
I linked all of it in Discord, what you see.
Okay.
I ready a defense action. All the time.
So you're in this town, I guess, and everyone's running from you. You don't talk to any of the people. So as you're walking down this road, I guess heading towards the castle, you said.
Yeah.
Okay, as you're going down the road, you hear a wagon heading in your direction. You see an old woman, not blue skin, pushing a cart. A fairly big cart with like crap on it. Like there's a bunch of stuff. She gets to you and looks at you and goes like, "Oh, new people in town. Would you like to buy some of my
Would you like
wares?"
a cookie?
Pardon me, but that's for we kind of caught on earlier. This is a place where undead thrive naturally, and I'm very skeptical about your wares.
Wait, do you say this out loud that all of us hear that?
Actually, he's talking to the woman, so I guess.
Kettle goes, I mean, we didn't establish that. We're just thinking maybe we're about to get shanked by vampires. But I don't think we'd like to buy anything anyway. Unless this is all just some sort of lead for you to just go, I don't know where you're supposed to go, brave travelers, or whatever the fuck.
You look at her cart and she just has stuff. Like she has like old clothes. She has some children's clothes, some adult clothes, some they're like shitty clothes, right? They're not like the greatest clothes. Like
Unless
fine
she
wares.
has a Lance Connect's hat with 6 peacock feathers in it, I don't think Kettle's interested.
No, she doesn't have any armor.
My
mean,
amulet
a
of true
lamp
sight see anything.
Oh yeah, she's a witch. She does not look like the way she looks.
Is she hot?
Maybe. I'll let you be the judge of that.
Well,
Yes, that is hot. Very hot. No. Geralt of Rivia.
Hey, look at that. Nice.
10 out of 10 waifu right there.
And the rat's really a cat, so you know, glowing green eyes.
well, I look at
yeah.
her.
So
I don't say anything to the party.
You say
I
anything to
look
the
at
party,
her.
but Ragnar, make a. Let's go with a perception and an insight. You based
Okay.
off both these.
Perception.
I add my d10 to his perception and his insight. Boom.
Work that way.
Damn.
Yeah, you don't know anything out of the ordinary. You like there's some strange woman some witch that's pretending to be an old woman trying to sell you shit. Yeah. So
Wait.
she's like,
Do I have to roll that even with the amulet?
see,
But
no,
you're-
you see things. No, you see the strange woman that's a witch. I'm just saying if you notice anything else. Basically,
Like,
because
you're
you know
looking
she's a
for-
witch, you're like looking for other shit, but you don't see anything.
Sorry, I just went clothes shopping. I don't need anything.
I'm gonna
Well,
pop some.
I continue to
cash.
speak with her. You know what? I'll make a deal. I'll buy a piece of clothing for every piece of information you give me about this place, especially that castle.
Kettle kind of does a and you only go what?
She looks at the castle and looks at you and she goes, "Oh, I shouldn't be talking about the castle.
I whispered to her, and I know about your familiar.
She looks at you confused, like, no.
And I know what your true form looks like.
So when you tell her that, she goes, "Oh, look at the time," and she tries to walk away with her cart.
Wow. Want you say just to make her run away from you.
Kettil, you know how you are towards hags. Well, any witch, really.
Wait, can you repeat?
So
I
you
didn't
just-
actually hear what you said in real life.
So you just don't like women?
No. Apparently he's had a rough history with hags.
Well, not hags, but regular witches. Are you saying she's a witch?
Yeah,
She's not a hag. She's a witch.
Well,
Well,
A
there's
witch.
a big difference between the two. One is okay as long as you don't fuck with them or don't do anything with them, really. The other is a hag.
Yeah, so you would know potentially Kettil in D&D. Hags are basically like witches are like lesser hags. They're not as strong as hags. They're like witches want to be a hag eventually one day if they get strong enough, and they usually like serve hags. Yeah, they're weaker.
So you're telling me that was one of those witch types?
rats actually. Rats.
As he
Well-
mentions this, you guys can all make a perception check.
Who's ready for another nat 1? Oh. Oh!
Yeah. So when
Well,
you
that's
talk
about
about
to get
hags
bad
and
later.
stuff, yeah, when you guys talk about hags and stuff, you look back, and you can almost swear you hear muffles coming from underneath her cart, like little sheet, and maybe like one of the straps, maybe one of like the flaps on the right side as you look back flap up a little bit, and you can clearly see there's like a tied up kid inside her under her cart.
I go and lift up the sheet.
Well, since this
Chase
is
after her.
No, we gotta go save those kids. We have
Yeah,
to.
I fly and chase after, and
Yeah, so you fly, chase after, pull up the sheet, and there's clearly a little cage with a little blue kid inside of it, bound and gagged, like eyes big, like that kind of thing. Yeah, as soon as you do that, the witch like turns and looks, and just runs.
all right.
The witch runs. I put 2 arrows into her.
Make an attack.
Boom. Boom.
I want to use this.
Let me see. I think witch has like 6 HP or some bullshit.
Oh, she died.
Yeah. So here's the thing. This character or this is the strongest thing in the game for its level. It's like a challenge rating, like goblin rating, but it has like spell slots and shit. So if I made you like fight this at level 1, it would destroy you, and it'll be fair. And it'll be a fair fight technically.
Great.
Right.
But since the first
Alright.
arrow hits,
Yeah, it has 10 AC, so all those hit, and it has 16 HP.
You just put an arrow into her spine. She goes, ah, and then you decapitate her with the second arrow.
Yeah, she died. She died with the 2 arrows. The 2 arrows shot her in the
And
back, and
then
she
her-
dies.
and then the familiar.
I mean, you don't even have to do that.
Yeah, as you were shooting her, she was turning invisible, and the shots killed her pretty much.
Kettle just looks at you and goes, huh, no shots.
Well, tired of fucking around with witches and hags. I don't want to deal with that shit
Okay,
anymore.
let's
I
get
just,
this
like,
kid out of the
Yeah,
cage.
rip open the little cage.
Haven't we only dealt with the one?
And you and I got smacked around like a rag doll.
Yeah, it was an almost glorious moment. So, Kettle actually, like, surveys the surrounding to see if anyone's coming to fuck with them again.
No, everyone is in their house. If anyone was like peeking out their window, as soon as you shot the hag, they just closed their windows and locked them even tighter now.
They're like, huh, I got people with
Soon as-
skin! They say.
As soon as I see the hag die, I go over and ungag the kid.
Are you gonna start interrogating this little tyke to know about the castle?
Fuck no.
So as you
mean,
start to
That sounds like
untie him,
something you do.
as you start to let him go and untie him, he starts to like keep squirming like you're still like a captive, like you're captive, like trying to capture him. So he tries to like break free as you're letting him go. Like, you know, it's probably confusing. Like, why is this kid trying to like? I'm not a bad guy, right? But then like he like as long as it's like as soon as he gets out, he just like jumps down and runs. Like he's just like bad guy, right?
Well, they clearly don't like us for some strange reason. This feels fucking weird.
Hopefully they don't get caught by another witch.
Yeah, true.
They don't.
But I ain't afraid of putting an arrow into a witch.
He's muttering something that you in a language you don't understand because you don't understand Barovian. So
I roll mercenary.
Shut up.
I will never shut up whenever that happens.
I'm going to slide you.
Wait, is that a language Bjorn doesn't speak?
yeah, it's Barovian.
Yep, a language I don't speak.
It's not a. So it might have been like a very like you might hear a few common words in it, right? It's like it's weird, right? Because like there's a lot of like languages that like vampires technically a language, right? So like the vampires might be saying something, and you're like I don't speak vampire, right? There's languages for everything, right? But like in D&D, the languages are like the main ones, like the basic ones, and then there's like the secondary ones that are still somewhat relevant, like Abyssal and Supernal. But I mean, they're very, very niche languages, like Barovian, only spoken by the Barovians, and
Sylvan, only spoken by the Sylvans.
Sylvan's a whole dimension. But yeah, it's fine.
Hey,
You're a whole dimension.
Oh, it's like it's a Fae, like everyone in the Fae like speaks Sylvan, yeah, for the most part. But yeah. So like it you may hear some words, but it sounds kind of like Italian, I guess. Yeah. It's like broken Italian, like think of like English mixed with Italian. So you hear some of the words, it sounds like he's cursing you or something, or muttering something about my parents were right, maybe, or something along those lines.
Are you sure he's not actually saying
No, he's not scary. He's doing the boopy boppy thing that you were doing more.
These people got guns.
Yeah,
Well-
basically. It's like when Peter was like, I speak Italian, I have a mustache, right? And
Pepperoni.
I've said, yeah, I've done a good deed today. I'm killing everything else in sight.
Including the blue people? That includes the child, you know.
I saved that blue kid, so I don't want to attack them. Unless there are
Just poking shit at you. So, tower time, yeah? Unless some gypsy's gonna come after us and be like, oh, brave heroes. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Tower. And then we go, okay.
Yeah, so castle. Yeah.
Castle time.
Do you guys want to go in through the front, or should we do something different?
On me, holy shit, we can't just go in through like a roof or some fuck.
Okay.
How
So
far
before
is the
you
windmill from the
yeah,
castle?
it's you're in the middle of town and it takes a while to get like to the edge of a town, then climb up this little thingy. So while you're again walking through town, there is a very nice house. Like it's like I don't mean nice like it looks like shiny compared to the other ones. It's like a 4-story house basically. It's like a more of a mansion type house. But it's one of those like long, like tall and skinny houses, like small. And on the stoop, not a tower. I guess it could be a tower, but it's like it's like one of those like England houses. Yeah. So on the stoop, you see 2 kids. They don't run inside. They don't hide from you, and they're just standing there staring at you, looking at you, or at least the girl is.
The girl.
Do I see them as a different creature?
Yeah, I'll say they look weird to you. They're ghosts.
Hear you. You cut out.
To you, they look like a ghost. Like they're like I'll give you that. I mean, I guess like your eminent wouldn't see ghosts. Like I mean, I guess the true form would be they're all like spooky and spectrally to you.
Kettil just gives him like a light wave, and he just keeps on walking.
I speak to them. I try to see if they understand. Would it be abyssal or celestial?
Like,
Do you just say hi in every language you have?
The language that I know, which is easier to communicate with them. Yeah.
You just go, hi, davai, Suck out. Yeah.
They don't seem like they understand many languages. They understand Common and Barovian and
Folk?
yeah, they might. Maybe the girl understands abyssal. Not abyssal, supernal. No. Infernal. My bad. Yeah, maybe she understands infernal.
Well, I introduced myself in each language, and I asked them if it's okay
Woman's
for
easy, yeah.
them to speak.
Yeah, she says yeah. Like what? Why can't we speak?
Well, I say in Infernal because it seems like it caught her attention.
It looks like she kind of understands infernal. Like maybe she was being taught it, but she doesn't have to learn it properly. So like common's still the easiest thing for her to talk.
Well, at Common, I sit there and say, well, as soon as we got here, everybody has ran inside. Even the little kid, I can't understand what he was saying to me, kind of, after saving his life. Or hers.
He says most people here only speak Barovian. They hadn't had the same education as me and Thorn.
Well, do you know anything about that castle? Or that windmill over in the distance?
He says, yeah, my family actually owns a windmill.
What happened there?
Happened?
I'd say I asked if anything bad has happened at that windmill.
Not that I know. I haven't seen anyone in a while. For some reason we can't leave the house. We're told we can't leave or we get in trouble.
Do you mind if we come inside and sit down and talk with you?
Okay. They walk into the house.
Whisper to Rikkshal, hey, I know you have a sense for good and evil. This might come in handy.
Yeah, like Rikkshal, like this something happened in this house. Something really fucked up happened in this house.
I tell Rikkshal, they're ghosts.
This house has been desecrated in some bad way.
So what's the power of Optimus telling you is happening right now? Or the power of lava?
Optimus has no power here.
Then what the fuck's the divine sense being used for? Like from? How do you know this?
Paladin shit.
Well, what's your paladin shit telling us, Rikkshal?
Paladin shit telling us that this place has been desecrated to shit.
Well, so are we going in? I don't think we should go in.
I don't know. Honestly, out of character, don't even know what desecrated means.
It means that it is unholy as fuck. I'm pretty sure.
I know like that much, but like, is there like sacrifices or shit that's happened here?
Yeah, some fucked up evil thing happened here.
Okay, the actual verb
Two
is
ghost
treat
kids.
a sacred place or thing with violent disrespect. Violate. Basically, this place got messed up due to some messed up thing.
In response of said thing.
So Bjorn, you're saying we should go into the really evil house to talk with two ghost kids.
Introduce
I'm
themselves
pretty
as well.
Yeah, they introduced themselves.
Yeah, so the girl is known as Rose and the boy is known as Thorn. They have longer names, right? But I mean that's just their little shorter names, Thorn and Rose, you know, kind of cute, whatever.
So you're
and you have never heard this boy talk. He just stands behind his sister while the sister talks and takes charge of everything.
Okay, then let me reestablish what I said. You want to go into a spooky ass house, which probably has some demonic shit or undead crap going on with it, to talk to two ghost kids with dumb, ominous names.
Oh, here's the map of the town too.
Why can't we just talk outside?
Why can't we just talk outside?
They sat there and said they can't really leave the house.
Well, they can step inside the house. We don't have to go inside.
I mean,
you could just talk to them on that little stoop they were standing on, can't they?
but they mentioned they'd get in trouble. So I'd rather
They
I
leave the
think
house.
this might be this might be connected to the tower and the windmill off of the castle and the windmill.
Is the windmill
And
even
since-
important? I don't think the windmill's actually important.
They said the kids sat there and said their family owns the windmill.
Yeah, they did. They did say that.
Wow.
They are connected to the windmill. This mysterious
The
windmill that
windmill is-
everyone, for some reason, I'm like, yeah, there's a windmill. And everyone's like, oh, windmill, fuck village, fuck castle, fuck the town, windmill. The banded windmill that's 2 stories high with nothing in it.
Honestly, I think I just heard you cut out besides everything besides windmill before and now, frankly.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know what video game you guys play where there's something really special in the
Windmill.
windmill, but
windmill.
Look, you go in the windmill, it mills the wind.
this one doesn't. It's
my
missing half
thing
the
is,
flap.
I'm like, okay, 2 dead kids, haven't seen the parents. There's a busted up windmill and an ominous castle in the background. These 3 are connected somehow.
With what evidence?
I mean, I don't know.
mean,
That's
okay.
What
Okay,
I'm
you
putting
know
things
what?
together.
Okay, you know what? Kids connected to the windmill. Windmill's probably spooky. House is desecrated. Castle's probably desecrated too.
Everything is.
This whole
Everything.
place is desecrated. This place is vile.
Not only is
Do you-
everything just
you
been
say
like
that in-
pissed on by Satan,
Yeah.
everything's also super dry and slightly salty. It's been desiccated.
Well,
All beef jerky.
If you guys don't want to come in with me, that's fine.
No, I'm coming in.
of course we're coming in, you daft cunt.
Just be on your guard, like I said.
Like we aren't already. Whatever, let's fucking go in and
Alright.
try not to die.
Yeah. So as you walk into a little parlor. Eventually you walk into a open room with a fireplace and a staircase leading up. You walk in. They walk to the right and they say, "Oh, you would like to," and they bring you into a room that's basically connected to the front of the house. It's like a little living room. It has like a little fireplace in there, 2 seats, a table. You guys can sit around this table with nice cushy chairs, and they sit you down and they say, what would you like to talk about?
Alright. First off, like I mentioned outside, everybody just ran from when we got here.
Yeah.
Do you know why that is?
They shake their heads like, no.
Okay.
I've been like that for a long time now, but we can't leave
Does
the
it
house
have-
to ask.
Does that have
What?
anything to do with the castle in the background, you think?
Maybe. I mean, Mom and Dad went there every now and then to talk to Lord Strahd, but I don't know.
Oh no, out of character. I know Lord Strahd's a bad thing. I don't know what he is, but I know that he's bad.
I've never heard that name before, so my character in game theory is correct.
Nope. Out of characters. Okay, let's see if Milo knows. Milo, you know anything about a Strahd?
Out of character or in character?
In character.
Who
And
the fuck are you named Milo?
yeah. But like I don't know how to tell.
I
Like,
mean,
are there books
religion?
written about Strahd in the material plane?
Nah, not really. Like, there, if you ask Amber, she probably know because he's a big part of some like history that happened in the Shadowfell. But yeah, there's not really like books.
I don't really see a reason for.
mean,
how
So
he would-
I'll let you roll. You if
Shadowfell.
if you get like a 30, you'd be like, for some strange reason, you figured this shit out, right? So
I mean,
if you
Yeah,
have
so
your
a nat 20.
yeah, sure. Let's get, if you get
On
a
a
nat 20.
d20.
Sure, why not? Yeah.
I mean, if you have a
It's a
book
nat 1.
Yeah, you have
on-
not heard of him.
Mm.
Somehow
Actually,
we'll just mislead any information about Strahd.
Yeah,
Contradict everything.
Like, I think he sells ice
These
cream or
kids are like,
something.
it's like these kids are like, no.
Wait, wasn't he a paladin?
Yeah, I think he could have been.
Paladin? Whoa.
They would have said Lord. They would have said Count Strahd because he's Count Strahd von Zorovich. Count Strahd.
Count. Now that sounds pretty ominous and sounds like what we'd have to deal with. So, your parents, what do they do?
I don't know. They worked for him. I think they did day-to-day stuff. But I don't know. We've asked before, but then they won't tell us, and then we kind of know not to keep pushing.
Yo.
We're good kids.
You know, it'd be funny if
Um,
I rolled a nat 20 on religion.
I
You
look at the
need-
kids.
Not 20s don't do it. Like the idea is like if you would have got a 20 and Milo would have got a 22, it doesn't mean you get better than him because you rolled a nat 20.
No, but it would be funny if I got a nat 20.
Sure.
And Kettle's just like, I know about Strawn. The captain's buddies with him. Or something.
Where are your parents?
Thank you, Milo. You beat me to the punch.
He says like I don't know. They left some time ago and they haven't returned.
That's why I see the way you do. I do whisper this kind of out loud, thinking I'm saying this in my head.
Do you know how long it's been since you've seen them?
They shake their heads like no. Like they left. They left. We were in our room playing. Eventually we came down looking for them and they weren't here, and we were told we can't leave the house until they, we come back and let us go because we're by ourselves apparently. We're supposed to have our nanny, but she's not here either.
So what have you been doing this entire time?
They shrug and like waiting. I guess like we played and we're waiting.
You know poker? Nah, okay, come on.
I look at the
Around
kids
the
and I try to explain the best I can that they are living creatures.
Okay.
Kettle
They do not. They think you're a crazy person. Like you're not alive. You're dead. It's like no. I think I. They try to explain back that you're right. Like we can play this game too.
When I did my divine sense, did I tell if they were like
Undead. They're undead.
okay?
Okay, they're obviously not gonna believe whatever you
Yeah,
said.
you
Hey,
can
hey, you,
Rikkshal,
Rikkshal!
you would know. So, like sometimes there's like spirits that like they don't pass on and all this stuff for certain reasons or whatever. Things like that.
Hey, Rikkshal, do some paladin stuff.
Yeah.
I already did.
I mean, be like, "Ooh-doo-doo-doo-doo."
Paladin stuff. Like you mean smite them to death so they can pass on.
Just like, just call upon like your only power to like give him a slap on the face, and they'd be like, "Oh God, I'm a ghost or something."
Well, kids, I know you don't believe me, but I don't think your nanny's coming. Nor are your parents. But I don't want you guys to suffer in this house alone by your guys' self. You guys seem depressed.
Like we're just waiting for our parents to come home.
Okay.
Would you like to come with us to the castle then? We'll keep you safe.
No, we
and
can't
I'll
leave.
take
They're like, no, we can't leave the house. We're getting in trouble.
I'm his orders.
Bjorn. Hey, Bjorn, you're forgetting something. We're the nannies. Kettle lies right now. Kettle like gives you.
Girl!
He's lying.
Girl looks at you like you're stupid. Like she's not like a little kid. Well, I think she is actually, but she doesn't look a little kid. I forgot how old they are.
Look,
He's smart.
if I roll
He's
my
smart.
deception and it's good, I can add a +10 to this. By the way.
Yeah. And she goes, no, and like she rolls her deception and says she's your dad, and then you just believe her automatically because she rolled really high, Kettle. That's all you have to do it, right?
I mean, she couldn't be my dad.
Yeah, right. Like you just make up
Still-
something, you roll really high, and they automatically believe you, no matter what happened, right?
Yeah.
To show that I'm telling them the truth, I take my dagger and slice my hand. And then I ask to see her hand if she's okay with me just pricking her thumb.
Like no.
What did you think?
I mean,
Oh,
she
okay,
has her
here we
hand.
go. So she's a 10-year-old girl, and her brother is a 7-year-old boy.
10-year-olds are stupid. I just
She is super smart.
17.
You
Who's your
didn't hear-
nanny?
I am your nanny now.
I say if you don't believe me, you don't have to worry about it. But tell me, when was the last time you cut yourself when you saw your own?
Like she's struggling. I don't know.
Well, would you prove me wrong that you're not a ghost?
No, I'd rather
You
not
seem
cut
very
myself.
smart.
What if I
mean,
gave you 2 pieces of gold, kid?
She like again, she's like a little rich kid, so I mean that doesn't help. But yeah, so she like just pokes herself, and she's like, "No, I'm real."
Do we see any blood coming from her?
She just pokes her like with her finger. She pushes up against herself.
Oh,
Can I intimidate her to pinch herself hard enough to draw blood?
I could use I could use protection from good and evil on myself and then have her hit me.
Doesn't what?
this
Why-
is getting
Because
kind of
I get
I mean, you can just
just-
tell a little girl to push you, and she like if she's like, "No, I'm real," and she like walks up and pushes you, and you feel force, like she's real.
no, but like it gives me things that are undead have disadvantage on attack roll.
Yeah,
because
but
it's
how would a
like,
little girl realize anything like that? How that even makes
yo,
sense?
give her a maul.
No, yo.
She's like, usually I can beat people with mauls, but as of right now, something's so different for some reason.
Exactly.
Sen, just use command. Make her grovel, and then we stab her.
So I mean, you can do that with comment with a normal thing too. Like, okay, so you're trying to figure out, trying to explain to this little kid that they're a ghost. So first off, why? Second, it doesn't matter. And third, like, are you trying to intimidate her?
I'm just
Oh,
caught up with
no.
the fact. I'm just caught up with Bjorn wanting to do this, and it feels like fun. I intimidate the child to pinch herself to draw blood.
because I want them because I feel like they've been here longer than they think they have.
Okay, so when Kettil starts to raise his voice, the little boy stands behind his sister, like cowers because he's scared. He's a big scaredy cat. And
mean,
she
I'm
like, and she
alright.
gets in like a fighting position. Like, if you're trying to hurt my brother, I'm gonna fight you, right? Like,
Well, Kettle sees this, and you're, I know, sorry, I just have a really loud voice, so I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna let the dragon talk now. My bad. He puts his hand up. He sits. He pulls out a bottle of alcohol and goes, "You guys want a drink? Or a piece of gold? Maybe better. Can't. I'm not good with kids.
Show her that I can heal the cut with cure wound.
I don't think she's gonna care, man."
Wait, how did you figure out that they were ghosts, Bjorn?
I tip my amulet towards Milo.
Is that something you can share with her?
They are kind of fuzzy. They don't look like themselves. They're not a infernal beast or demon or anything else.
No, but wait, yeah, Milo's smart. He's smarter
They're
than
just
all of us.
fuzzy.
No, what if you just put the thing on her? She looks at her hand and goes, "Oh crap, I'm a ghost," or something like that.
I mean,
okay, so first off,
This
that'll take a
whole-
little while to attune to the item, kind of. Second, I mean, how do they know what this does? Like, this might be it makes you look fuzzy amulet. You're just fucking with them.
I described it
Well,
as
the 10-year-old is smart, so she would know. If she's like, "This could be a prank," you could just be like, "It's not. Why would I be wearing this all the time?" But then she's an idiot because she's 10, so she could just be like, "This could still be a prank." So, if she's an idiot that believes that, then I can roll deception to deceive her into believing I am.
Yeah,
her
yeah.
dad.
Like if I tell you that your mom's dead, and I'm like, no, she's right here. She's been the whole time. I say, here, put these glasses on. They show who ghosts are. And when you put the glasses on, it makes your mom look fuzzy. I'm like, see, she's dead. She's a ghost. And you're like, oh shit, she is.
I'm just trying to show her naturally instead of like rolling for persuasion until I'm told to.
Yeah, like so okay. So you can probably guess that even if you could probably prove to them that they're a ghost, something's not allowing them to accept that, right? So it's like, because like if you're like, oh, how long have you been here, right? If you're like, you look around this house, there are sheets on things. Like this house has been abandoned for a while. That means they have at least been here for a while. And they're not like, oh yeah, it's been like, 7 years. My mom's been gone, right? They just think like their parents have been gone since like this morning or something. They're waiting for the end of the day.
I have a
Something
question.
is fucking with them time-wise, mentally, to not allow them to accept what's going on.
Break. that kind of, and it's hard to do, and I know it's hard to do.
Yeah, you can't just be like, I persuade you to stop being magically fucked with things. And it's like, it doesn't work.
And
Spike,
then I
can
pull
ask you
out.
something?
So, go ahead, real quick.
Okay. Is it okay if like any of us would know if there is something tying them down to this place in specific?
Yeah, Rikkshal will know. If there's a ghost, if they are what Ragnar says they are, something's keeping them here. And the way they keep saying like, oh, we can't leave the house, we'll get in trouble. They're like bound to this house some kind of way. Right? Like
Yeah,
it's like
is
everything's
it okay
here.
if I use mercenary knowledge because there was a mercenary who did know about this stuff back in the Red Rivers? So is it okay if I roll with normal or disadvantage to like?
You can roll normal. You can roll with advantage. It doesn't matter. Like you don't think you need to roll. I think you can just piece the stuff together.
Okay. Yeah, so Kettle's like, okay, you know what? This is fun. This isn't gonna work, Bjorn. Just back up. Let's huddle up real quick, everyone.
Information you gather is they telling like Ragnar says his magic amulet that can see what people are for what they really are is they're a ghost. Rikkshal says something really bad has happened in this house. This place is desecrated. These kids they can't leave the house. It looks like no one's been in this house for a really long time, like maybe a decade or so, maybe even longer. These kids think their parents just recently left, which doesn't check out, so maybe they're lying to you if that's the case, and they're like, I don't know, they're planning on killing you or something, because there's evil ghosts or whatever. But it just seems like these are some kids that something fucked up happened to them in this house, and they're trapped here for some reason, and they're stuck in an infinite like Groundhog's Day type scenario where they forget every day maybe or something, or someone's not letting them remember stuff because the way you're talking to them, they're not accepting things.
And since they're ghosts or something tying them down, and Kettle knows that because there was a buddy of his back in the Red Rivers who was an expert on this crap. So we just all huddle up and goes, all right. We can't convince them, and that's probably stupid now that we tried. Rikkshal, Milo, you know things about ghosts, right? I only know a little bit, like they're just around and something's just keeping them there. It's something like fetish or whatever. You guys know anything more about that, or?
Can I roll to figure out how much I know about ghosts?
Sure, religion.
I mean, I guess Rikkshal is
I just don't know a lot about the undead.
Rickshal's just like, smack?
Ghosts are born ghosts. They breed ghosts. They are ghosts.
Yeah, Rikkshal, you probably just think that ghosts are evil things that need to be smited.
I mean, that's kind of your role back in. This is just in character.
Yeah.
So Rickshaw's just been like holding back, wanting to smite the children.
like
Hey, hold on. I've
Kettle-
been holding you guys back from killing.
Yeah. Because Rikkshal, like basically after you doing this, like it's all adding up, and you're like, these kids are trying to trick us. They're gonna try to kill us and eat us, because that's what ghosts do. They eat people. What?
So wait, well, Kettle's just like, well, if you just
Ghosts don't eat people.
and Milo's just there, and Bjorn's talking to them.
Yeah, like
Rikkshal-
Milo, you could probably like anyone like with over 15, you could probably like after everything you figured out, you could probably figure out there's something happened in this house that if you fix it, their spirits will be set free and they can go to the afterlife and be with whatever they need to be with, right?
I mean,
Okay,
that was.
I guess we need to find like a bloody dagger or something. I guess we need to look around if that's okay.
Yeah, if you ask them that, they're like, yeah, you can look around. Like they just let you walk around. Like they don't.
You
Like,
three
I don't ask for
go
one thing.
look. I want to sit here and talk with these kids to get information.
No, because where I'm thinking of going, and where I'm thinking we're gonna get right,
I can send one of the knights with you.
Yes, but I think it would be better if you just come with us down to the basement.
Well, before we go then, I want to ask them a quick question. And I pull out the book, The Rose Knights, and ask them, does this name seem familiar to you?
I have no idea what that is.
I'll imagine
And I
they're
put the book-
children.
I mean, she's smarter than you, and she's kind of outsmarted me a little bit.
Yeah, like you can tell, like based off of what this child or like their nobility, right? They had a good upbringing. They were taught by like teachers and tutors and stuff. She dresses very nice. She handles herself very nice. Like and yeah, she like how the other person was like speaking in like broken whatever, like a mixture of Common with Barovian. She can speak Barovian fluently, Common fluently, and she knows a few other languages very sparse, right? Because she's 10. She hasn't learned all these languages yet, like completely. Yeah, she's a smart kid.
Well, since we're about to go look around, would you like to come with us?
Yeah, she nods. Okay.
And I sit there and say, if my theory is correct and you are a ghost, would you like to move on to whatever religion afterlife you believe in,
She
or would you like to
shrugged and
come
was
with
like,
us?
I don't think. She might be smart, but I don't think she's into. She's that.
Yeah. Like if you act like when you died, you want to go to the right place. Like, yeah, I guess. I mean, that makes sense, right?
Throughout the ultimatum, would you like to come with us? And you can see the world that you've been locked away from by
Oh.
possessing an item.
You're really creepy around children.
Yeah, she's like, we're not supposed to. Yeah.
Kettil just kind of looks at Bjorn along the side the rest of the group and goes, "Yeah, you're kind of hyper-focusing on this."
Yeah. She's like, yeah. This little kid's like, hey, you want to come with us? Like, he's like, no, thank you.
These kids are fine here. They're not. They don't seem
Feel bad for them.
bad.
Yeah, but
Like, I've already put 2 and 2 together. Like, even if she doesn't believe me, her parents are fucking dead. The person at the castle probably killed them.
You saw 2 and 2 and got infinity. You're reading so much into everything.
Alright, so parents are dead, blah blah blah. Why would they want to come with us anyway? We're just 4 dudes that waved hard to them and then invited, for some reason, invited to the house.
I feel bad for them. They're kind of in my predicament. They've lost everybody they cared about.
You feel bad for them. They don't give a rat's ass about you. Why
True.
would they come with you?
I don't know. That's
I
why
mean-
I asked them.
Then, look, we'll ask them again when we deal with whatever we have to do in this house. Honestly, we should probably just head to that tower. But, you want to get in on this? Whatever, can't stop you. Not gonna go into a tower without an unkillable man. We go into the basement, maybe find some sacrifice circle with their desiccated bodies or whatever. If we don't, we leave. We leave them to their fate. Then we head back home. Or, we go down there, we get eaten by more zombie ghosts or whatever. So first, let's get down into this basement, then we talk to the kids. Aye?
Yeah,
Alright!
do it.
Perf! Kettil just, like, does a tap on the back of Rikshal's back. You're on point, let's go.
Alright.
Yeah, the little girl takes point.
She takes... Okay.
Yeah, she's showing you around the house.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
That makes sense to him. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay,
he
house.
says, what do you want to see first? She
Kettil?
takes you into like a dining room, like which is across the hall from the room, and then she takes you upstairs.
I ask, is there anywhere in the house you're not allowed to go into?
She nods like, oh yeah, Dad's study. We can't go in there.
Okay, can we go to Dad's study, please?
No, I just told you can't go in there.
I mean,
I mean, he never said anything about us, just you.
Oh, no
Yeah.
one can go in there.
what's he doing there?
I don't know. Stuff.
Hey, Bjorn! I guess Kettil just notices your failed attempt at stuff, then goes, why don't you, like, distract the tykes with all the brave adventures of the tired swords, and we just, I don't know, sit around the dining room's close to Dad's study, right?
Oh, the dining room's across the hall from where you just were.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
trying to see what the kids' passive perception was before. If the
Okay,
kid would notice, since they are spectral beings.
So Dad's study is away from where we were at the fireplace, right?
It's across the hall.
It's across the hall.
Dad's study is on the next floor above as you walk upstairs.
Okay, so Bjorn, why don't you take the kids downstairs, give them a little bit of the good old tales of the tired swords. You do want to talk to the kids a lot, as I can see.
I'm trying to see if the kids would notice me. I wasn't trying to get disappear from ice.
Kettil just gives you the mercenary stare and goes, I wasn't insinuating anything as such. Just bring the kids downstairs and we'll just hang around here for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'll notice to the kids, Kettil gives you the mercenary stare. Like, they'll go downstairs and we'll just wait around here. Maybe look at the dining room some more, yeah? You get me, right? Bjorn?
We all just stare at Bjorn.
Do I have to say it out of character? Wait, Ragnar, are you okay?
Mike acting up?
Hello?
There you are.
Hi.
Okay, yeah, no, you were muted the entire time. That's why I just kept going.
Why was I muted?
Well, not really muted, but you.
We didn't hear you.
Yeah, we didn't hear you.
Oh,
yourself was
I
acting
was
up.
trying to see if the kids saw me.
Oh, so you weren't muted. You just said that like three
Well, I
times.
mean, yeah,
and you
yeah.
guys
The
were
kids
talking past
are
each other.
staring right at you while you guys are all talking. You're talking in a huddle, and the kids are staring right at you.
No.
He's
When we were going with the kids looking around.
Okay. So basically, what happens is you guys are getting ready to walk up the stairs, and she was like, "Okay, I'm gonna show you the next floor," and then you're like, "Is there any place we can't go?" And you're like, "Yeah, Dad's study." And then Ragnar sneaks away back because you can't walk past the stairs because they're walking up the stairs.
Yeah.
You can hide somewhere on the first floor if you want.
Well, that's what I was trying to see. Once we got up the steps and we went down the certain part of the hall, I was going to sneak off to the studies, but I wasn't sure if the kids could see me.
Is 15 and I could see you, so I guess I still ask you, hey, Bjorn! Why don't you bring the kids downstairs since you want to talk to them so much? Just tell them some of the rousing tales of the tired swords.
As soon as Kettil does that, I just do this, and
He didn't get what I was saying.
this.
Kettil just looks to where he saw you last and goes,
Here you go. Make it easy.
did you even get what I was trying to do?
Hide in plain sight doesn't sound like it would work inside a house.
You must have access to fresh mud, dirt, plant suit.
Natural occurring materials in the environment create
So
camouflage.
this isn't the scale, so you can't really put tokens on it. I don't think. I just kind of threw a map down so you can see what you're looking at. They're really big. You won't be able to fit.
So do I still
Just
see
go.
Bjorn?
The idea is,
Yeah, you can still see me. But do you actually blow the cover? Because apparently the kids didn't notice.
so basically they took you in here. You went in there. You went this way, and that's where you guys were sitting in this little room. Then she took you out, and she went across the hall to show you the thing, and then she was heading upstairs when you were asking, "Is there any place you can't go?"
Okay.
Where are you hiding at, Bjorn, in this little room?
In this room?
Ran back in the dining room. Now you're hiding, and then you turn around. So whoever has above the perception, seeing you sneak into the dining room. Everyone else is like, so the idea is Kettil turns like, "Hey, Bjorn." Wait, where's Bjorn?
Yeah, I have a passive perception of 15.
Does Kettil actually blow me sneaking away? Why the kids are distracted by.
I mean, this is why you tell the rest of the party, hey, I'm gonna
Can't really. I mean, I can, but how many of you guys are going to listen to me telepathically?
Just give us a tap on the shoulder. We just go, Just do some hand motions. Sneak away. It's not loud.
Well, Yugoloth, I speak to everybody telepathically. Hey, I'm gonna follow behind you guys. It's telepathic.
No, no,
I'm
no, no, no,
speaking
no,
to
no, 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 no. We established that the Yugoloth telepathy thingy is just to people that understand it. Basically, you could talk into Kettle's head, but he can't understand what you're saying. Lorelei has the super special one that's other telepathy stuff. Unless you got the super special one too, which costs like a point by itself or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I gave the token for. And he told me it was Yugoloth.
So it sounds like if the person you're talking to also speaks Yugoloth, you can speak telepathically. Otherwise, there's just stuff in your head that you don't understand. Because there's already a term for just speaking in someone's head. And they understand you.
I mean, it still works, right? You can say, like, when you hear some jumble in your head, that means I'm sneaking away.
I mean, he didn't establish it.
Just saying, if you wanted to do it that way, you can do that eventually.
We could, like, establish it later. Sorry, Ragnar, but Kettle's just gonna be like, what are you doing?
I stopped. Oh, nothing. I mean, you just peeking back into the room.
You just see Ragnar walking back into the dining room while you guys are walking upstairs. That's all it is.
Mm.
Yeah, I just saw something interesting in the dining room. I'll be right there in a couple seconds.
Hey, why don't you bring the kids with you then? Just so they could show you what it is if it's something special.
Yeah.
Kettil gives you like a look that you could tell. Like the kids don't see Kettil.
The kids are already walking back towards the dining room. It's like something special. What? And they're like, yeah, they start walking in.
Kettil gives you a look, and you know that he means we're gonna go upstairs into Dad's study, distract the kids with tales of the tired sods, please.
I do this with the knights, and they know it means, hey, follow them.
Do what with the knights?
The knights are following you guys.
Kettil gives you a nod and just goes, alright everyone, we'll just wait here and wait for our nice hosts to come back.
Yeah, so the kids, you and the kids go in the room or in the thing. What do you do to distract them for a while to give them time?
I asked them, I started asking them, why are there sheets covering the table and stuff in here? Because it kind of threw me off. And is this a hidden door right here?
Yeah, but you don't know that. It's fine.
Is it magical?
No.
Okay. Well,
give him
I sit there and I start saying, this is a really neat dining room. I've never had anything like it. It is very surprising. I grew up in a kind of like a hut. Do you know what that is?
So if you're making small talk with her, she seems very interested to talk with you about things, and to tell you things that she thinks is really cool, like things about how she helped things, or how she was brave at certain points, or about stories, or about like such and such broke their arm and I broke my arm and I was super brave, and things like that. She seems like she's very much wants to talk about her and how awesome she is.
Little shit.
Yeah, and Thorn on the other hand is just standing there, just quiet and hiding behind her.
I asked her if they want to see something cool, and if this window right here opens up.
She says like, yeah, I guess.
Have you guys ever seen a firework before?
No.
Would you like to see one?
If it's nice, I don't know, if it's cool.
I light the red arrow and I shoot it up in the air.
Okay. You guys. Okay, so let's cut back because I don't know what that's gonna mean for you guys when you hear firecrackers going off. Yeah. So we cut back to this thing. So you guys walk up the stairs. You don't know where the study is.
I'll take the top floor.
Yeah, they said it's on the next floor. So, yeah.
Oh, so it's like they said it was on this floor?
Yeah, it's right here, but you don't know if it's this door or this door, right? Even though you can see it's on the top one.
Roll
right?
D3s, I guess? Like, just everybody take a door?
Yeah. So as you approach these doors, you notice that the one up here was locked, but it seems like it's been forced open by, like, thieves' tools or someone broke into it, pretty much. This other door, the smaller door, you can open it and see that it's servants' quarters. You can clearly see. And in this door, you can open it and you can see it's like a music room.
So we shouldn't have been in this one, so that one.
Alright. Kettil readies the axe and the gun.
Okay, let's look. Ghost-related stuff, bloody dagger, ritual sacrifice sort of thing.
Blood, desiccated corpses.
So-
we got it.
Yeah, so you go in this room and it looks like it's been tossed. Like it's already people have been here and have searched through this whole room, and it looks like everything's been taken. You can like approach the desk. It looks like drawers. All the drawers have been open. One of the drawers has been opened, and there's like a secret bottom to it. It's been lifted up and pulled apart. And you see there was like there's envelopes in there, but without notes in them. Like people have taken the notes pretty much. You see that on the table there's like a little tray, and things have been burned in it. Like if someone burned certain notes, maybe they didn't want people to see. And you do find the deed to the windmill. For the family?
The surprisingly important windmill. Wait, what if the windmills where they got sacrificed?
You find that this
Either
family
way,
owns the
the
windmill.
deed to the windmill means that vampires can't follow us into the windmill. We should probably take this deed. Milo picks up the deed to the windmill.
Yeah,
Hey,
sure.
make sure to put your name on it.
There's
that's what the
already a
captain
name
told you.
on it. There's already have the family name.
Hey, just like override it or whatever.
Draw a line through and write your name. That's how it works.
Yeah, it is.
Milo puts it in his bag.
Okay,
It's fine. Deed is ownership.
sure.
So
Yeah, what?
somebody broke in here before. But nothing too weird. I guess it wouldn't be here. Let's go back for the kids, I guess.
You sure there ain't
And while you guys are
anything
talking, you
else?
see a firework get shot out of the window right below you into the air. What
And it's
does,
red.
what does red firework mean?
Fucking
We need to
stop.
go there right now.
No, isn't that green?
No, that's something just weird.
One person
Alright.
starts shooting, the other
Maybe
person starts just like,
greens.
You
I
see,
thought-
you all see the red one first, and then I look at Thorn. I was like, Thorn, would you like to try shooting one?
as soon as you say his name, he hide behind his sister.
No, it's okay.
And she stands in front of him like, no, he's a scaredy cat. He doesn't like to talk to people. Or people talk to
All right.
him.
From the brave stories you've told me that you've done, would you like to shoot one?
Of course I can shoot. Shoot it, right? And she shoots it. However you tell her to shoot it, she shoots it. It's like
All right.
easy.
Point it straight up. I'm gonna light the fuse and just release.
She does it.
But pull back with all your strength,
She does.
and then you guys see the green one.
Is that a come in? Oh,
I mean,
in
Milo
the
was
room.
already-
Yeah, we're both just kind of confused. I
Busts the
guess.
room and starts shooting the ghost kids. Is like, got him. Safe now.
All
Howard.
right.
Milo
I
was
thought you
funny
were
when he
saying
saw the
this
red
is
one because he
Ragnar
thought
doing,
that was the come immediately thing.
And
But, like-
then before they get down there, after she shoots the green one, I look
Okay.
at Thorn, and I say, "Hey, I have one left. Would you? Do you think you have the courage to shoot this
He
one?"
shakes his head like no and hides behind his sister and buries his face into her shirt or cloak.
Convince him. Maybe this is what's keeping him away from passing on.
And as soon as I notice that, I ask his sister, "Hey, is there any cool secrets about this house?
It's not that I know of.
Like no hidden passageways, no nothing?"
He says, "Oh, what?"
Does
never
Milo
mind.
get down there? Because, hey, Rikkshal, are you running
Yeah.
down with Milo?
Yeah, you run down. You kick open the door, I guess, and you
Where's
see
the bloody murder? What's going on? What?
I know Milo ran down, but Kettle's just like, wait, isn't the red one don't come here? Then the green one comes along and he's like, okay, he's probably... Ah, so is Kettil just alone in the dad's study room?
Yeah, if you stay there.
I mean, I'd still be. I wouldn't have run down because I'd just be like, yeah, that's just Bjorn distracting them.
And then I say,
And
"Never
then you
mind.
come
But
down
would you like
later
to shoot
and
the last
Bjorn's
one?"
dead.
Oh no. Okay, so Milo ran downstairs. Okay, Milo already ran downstairs, so he would know if something bad happened. we're still upstairs, and there's still more to like discover here. Can we like do a quick check around the place?
Yeah, because
What
as soon
place?
as
The
like
room?
guarantee
Yeah.
the kids are gonna be like, huh? Why did I hear people running down the steps?
Yeah, you search this room. It looks like it's already been searched. Everything's been taken. Like if there's anything
And
special.
there's no secret passageways, no buttons.
Make an investigation.
Oh, an investigation,
I'll make
not
that
a
too.
perception. Make an investigation. 18. You know what? I could, unless I can find everything, I could just expend a superiority die to find more.
Yeah. Do you want to?
I mean, are you gonna?
It sounds like
me?
it's gonna need to be a
I
Now
can
you
tell
tell
you if
you,
you made it or
it's
not. I
gonna-
mean,
I have. How many do I have? I have a crap ton of superiority die. I'm pretty sure I have. Yeah, I have 5 instead of my 3, so I might as well.
you needed
That's
a
a
20.
20.
You needed a 20. So yeah, you can find the secret door. Leads into this little thing. But when you kept saying basement, there was no way to go down to a basement. But then if you like look through here, this goes up and down, and it goes down to the left floor, and it actually goes down into a basement that you can't get to except for this secret door.
Hey, Rikkshal, I think we found the way.
As soon as I mentioned like any hidden passageways, I start looking around to see if there's anything out of place downstairs in the kitchen, like dining room. After I ask her, "Hey, would you like to shoot my last firework?"
Yeah.
Oh,
So roll investigation, I guess?
I don't find shit.
Okay, well, upstairs, Kettil just goes, we know the path down. Do we go in by ourselves? Well, I personally think that's stupid. Do we grab the lads? We go down there. We do what has to be done.
I definitely, I agree with you with that. Going alone is stupid. We should definitely grab the others. How are we
Right.
gonna distract the kids? Are we just gonna go without their, like, just let them know we're going down here or something?
The kids, what else can they do? Besides this, maybe there's another secret passage down in the dining room. Worst comes to worst, we just go, screw you kids, we're doing this for your own good. We close the door, block it or whatever, then we go down there and probably die.
Yeah, sure. We can go look. We can go look downstairs and stuff.
Right then, let's move. Well, Kettil and Rikkshal go downstairs, I guess.
You make it to what looks like another secret door when you get to the the first floor, and then you I guess keep going.
I mean, we go downstairs through the main.
Oh, okay. You go down. Okay, so you're going back downstairs. Okay, yeah.
I mean, we could try. We just agreed that going downstairs through here by ourselves is practically suicide. we go back down here and see if there is like some place similar where the secret passage could be.
Wait. So the firework meant nothing.
Hi, Milo.
Yeah, the firework meant nothing.
Oh no, I these kids have never seen a firework before. So I was showing them the fireworks.
So you tell us about.
I look at Milo
Alright.
and I say, "Shh." I just give a stern look. Shut the fuck up.
Do you actually say shut the fuck up?
No, I mouth the words to him.
Kids aren't smart enough to figure that out yet.
I understand
Actually,
that
no,
it's
they're
important
10.
to show them new things, but like, I was really worried you were getting like shanked or something. Like, didn't you say that was like the coat wasn't green whenever you get like you need help? Like, do you need help?
No. I try to get Milo to, like, without telling him to shut up, stop, you're gonna blow it and you guys we're gonna be fucked. Type look. While still saying, no, that's nothing. They mean nothing, they're just for show. A treat for travelers to come and watch. It's a spectacle.
Can I roll insight? Because I feel like it's gonna go badly if I roll insight, and I want that to guide me.
It's up to you. You want to roll insight? Go for it.
Are you smart? Do you have wisdom?
It's not.
that
I
You're
say,
zero.
yeah. You know what? I will say you pass.
You needed
Okay.
like a nat 1 to fail.
Fail.
It might be a DC 5 common sense check.
Milo is just that bad at common sense, but he's like, but you told us.
Oh.
Have another water
what?
while you guys explain what you see to Bjorn are
Ju-
trying to.
just
I'll
to
grab
make it
another water,
interesting. You believe my lie. There.
I'm gonna go grab water as well, since Sen is also in the bathroom, and I want her to be around when we make things intense.
I'm here.
Welcome back, son.
Thank you.
Like, I'm holding in the bathroom break, but I want to continue this the
Let's
best
go
I
right now,
can.
bro.
No, I'm just currently trying to tell Milo to shut the fuck up without saying the word shut the fuck up. You're gonna blow it for you guys.
Oh. Okay. So you kind of just, like, told us to worry about something, and then you just used it for no reason?
No, I use it as a distraction for the kids, because I was gonna...
I was in character. Are you in character?
No, right now I'm not in character.
Okay, how does
Like,
Ragnar
my plan-
respond in character?
Oh, that... like I told you. No, these are just a... trinket to put on shows for traveling people or curious, like, holidays and special events type deal. And
Oh, so that
What-
stuff
hold
is
on.
just like extra information that if you know, you know then.
yeah,
Okay. Oh, well, if we're showing stuff off then.
you might. Yeah,
Rose?
come here. Do you know anything cool?
Yeah, Rose, I know this really cool trick where I can, like, make water move with my mind. Do you have any water I can move around for you? Or would you be interested in seeing that? Rose?
Rose is passed.
No.
Spike? Has she
Back.
moved on?
Hey, Ben.
I was trying to engage with Rose.
Oh, I said I was getting water while you explain the door. But yeah,
Oh.
what's happening?
I didn't hear you say you were getting water. Or did I think that was...
Moses even said that he'll too get in water.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm back.
I said
So,
I'll get
what
water
happened was,
while
I
you
didn't get
explain the secret door. But yeah, you coming down and talking to Rose? Out the window shooting a firecracker.
I was trying to, like, help Ragnar unintentionally, but like, oh yeah, I can, like, shape water. Would you like to see a cat in the shape of water?
I
I
guess.
think that's how that works.
Yeah, he's like, sure. You have water to shape it?
I actually asked if they had water.
Oh, like,
Or, I guess he has, like, a water skin, probably.
she would even say, like, the servants usually go and get water from the wells and, you know. But I haven't seen any of them either, come to think of it. And the other people that went upstairs would know that the room over here was servants' quarters. They're not there.
Alright, so...
Also, I'm assuming you guys peeked into the rooms and then you actually go in and investigate these two rooms.
Just peeked.
We did find everything that we needed in there. Well, like, the bare minimum to get going. Should?
You did this room, but, like, you haven't really done these two rooms.
Yeah, we have the bare minimum of what we need to do. Need to, like, progress, which is this, I think. So,
You also still have 2 more floors.
yeah. So, Kettil just looks at Rikkshal and goes, you wanna just continue this farce of walking around looking at this entire place, or do you wanna just barge down this stairway with the lads?
Let's keep on looking. We haven't found a switch in the dining room to open the door, right?
Yeah, you can make the check with advantage now because you know where to look, kinda. So you can just look for it, see if you see it.
But the one entrance we know is here. Right then.
Yep,
Aha.
find it.
So I guess we'll just use that later because we're still at the second floor. So let's investigate everything else.
Wait, we're in the second floor?
We're still in the second floor.
You
We
guys
didn't
came
actually...
down.
Yeah, I know, but I said that
It looks
maybe
like
we should
Rikkshal
rep
was
on that so
looking-
that we could. So that we
Maybe
Oh.
Rickshaw came down then, and he sees the other door.
Because Rikkshal was trying to find the hidden compartment for the stairwell. of the
Yeah.
dining room.
Rickshaw runs down and goes, "Oh, everything's okay. Okay, there's your door." And he runs back upstairs. Fine, you're done. Win-win. You get both.
You could just... We could just be doing a split up real quick because we're not in super danger right now. Probably will be when we go upstairs.
Sure.
Okay, well then while Rickshal's doing that, I check these two rooms.
So let's say you check this room first, because you clicked on it first. Make an investigation.
Should I expend all my superiority dice just investigating everything? You guys think?
That's up to you.
I'm
I
not.
You're probably not in this room.
I'm a roll a 10.
Yeah, like you just see servants' quarters. It looks just like a normal servants' quarters would. You're like, oh, rich people and their servants and their quarters, blah blah blah. Yeah.
Fucking slaves.
Yeah, and when you walk into the other room,
Another investigation.
no, roll initiative because you're about to get attacked by something in this room.
Floating instruments.
What?
Hold up, that means I have to roll for the knights because they're with Kettil.
Okay, so yeah, you get attacked by something that just sneaks up on you and stabs you. I gotta find.
Motherfucker. Kettle just. You guys hear Kettle yell, motherfucker.
It's a specter. It's a ghost of sorts. You don't know what it is, but it's actually the kid's nanny. She did, and she's going to.
I mean, that's pretty obvious. So,
But,
do you
attack
guys
you.
hear Kettle yelling very angrily at ghosts?
Considering we just split up and like it'll probably find Rickshaw's definitely listening out.
So the ghost like sneaks up. Okay, so yeah, the ghost sneaks up behind you and goes to like touch you, and it just phases through you or something and misses. Yeah, you turn around, you see this like spectry looking woman that's like screaming like in your face.
Motherfucker! Kettle rolls with riposte. So I have 3 left. Let me.
No, you don't get the riposte because it's a surprise round because she was sneaking up on you. Like
Oh, okay.
can't reactions in surprise round.
So
Well, I have
would
4 dice.
I get to roll, or would anyone else get to roll initiative since she like screamed out?
This thing has 22 HP. He's probably gonna kill it before you even get there.
And not just that, the knights are with him.
Yeah.
Okay, let's kick this thing's ass. So I can attack now?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I have 3 attacks now!
That hits. It hits the 12 AC. That one hits too.
It's
And
Roll me those wounds!
it's dead. It only has 22 HP. It's dead. You got it.
Motherfucker!
So you turn around, you go to get touched, you turn around, and you just slash this thing as it just like dissipates and floats off into space. Yeah. And I guess you hear like him yell "motherfucker," and then I guess whoever runs upstairs and sees
Yeah,
Clyde
just
sort
fly
of
up.
breathing heavy, swinging at the air.
Fucking
Like,
guys! Oi, get the lads now! Get the lads
Because
now! I think I found another fucking ghost.
Environment: Underdark, urban. What? Why is that there?
What?
It explains their environment now on this card. A specter's environment is Underdark and urban.
I mean, this is urban.
Yeah, you're in an urban area. I mean, it makes sense. And Kettle, as you kill this specter, as it dissipates, you see a woman's form, like smile and float away, like you just freed a ghost.
Fucking Geist bullshit. Alright, Rikkshal!
Yeah, what
That's
happened?
Geist, witch, whatever the fuck. Some hag tried to shank me. She was a ghost. I think it might have been the nanny. Do I know it if it was the nanny or
It
not?
looked like a nanny. It looked like she was wearing like an apron and like as she floated away.
God, it was not.
What the?
Notice came back, I guess.
Dude, you good?
Did you talk about it?
Fell down the stairs. It's fine.
I'm just gonna take a picture of what I knocked over, and it almost spilt everywhere.
That's how you fell down the stairs.
I thought some dude just up and shanked you in the neck or something.
Okay, but let's just say I stopped drinking Monsters and I'm supplementing,
Okay.
Okay.
and this is what I'm supplementing it with, and I just realized it's equal to 2 cups of coffee, so I don't think it's even better.
Save
What are you drinking? Death Wish
Give it
coffee?
a second, it's loading.
Some mouse drinks apparently.
No, it's new by Mountain Dew. It's called Rise.
So you supplemented an energy drink for an energy drink.
Amazing.
And then I have another one called Raise, and it's all like actual fruits and like equal to 1 cup of coffee. It
Okay.
has 0 sugar and calories and shit.
What does it have to do with you falling down the stairs or whatever the hell just happened?
Let's his drink, he said.
It almost went all over my computer.
Hey! Luck of the Holy Spirit.
I just chugged it.
Alright, since we're waiting for Hacker, and Kettle's just like, get the rest of the lads! We'll just wait for him for the rest of the lads!
Yeah.
So,
like,
Sam, you want to go play Tarkov later?
I was gonna say, like,
What if
when you walk into the room to see Kettil, you can clearly see that there was like some kind of ghost desecration thing in this room.
Ah.
Well, I think we found evidence that this place is fucked. Aside from, being a paladin and all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I forgot to mention this, but when you went to the main room in there, one of the suits of armor have crumbled away from the ground.
After the lady
No,
died?
well, it's been crumbling since you got up there. One of these 4 guys, yeah. One of them is, yeah. It looks like it has a bunch of like stab walks in it and stuff like that. Like someone like beat up the suit of armor.
Oi! I can kind of just picture some drunk dude being like, "Oi, fuck you!" It's just a suit of armor standing there.
Actually,
The fuck you looking at?
actually, you guys can piece together what happened. Like, you've done this before. You fought mini suits of armor. It looks like a suit of armor came to life. Someone fought it up here, killed it, and then it fell apart. Basically, like when it died, when it dropped to 0 hit points, pretty much.
Ah. What the fuck
Who
are you
is
doing now?
Why?
Well, I know the kids heard the sound, so I'm gonna follow the kids and drag Milo up the steps.
Yeah, everyone runs upstairs to see what's happening.
Is Milo back?
Well,
He can be back. I
Oh,
mean,
not
eventually,
really.
like he can just be behind you thinking for a few minutes while you guys talk.
Well, we found their nanny, Bjorn, and we found some crappy shit in here.
Yeah, when you said you found the nanny, they run in like, oh, where? And like they look around, they don't see it, and there's her, and they're like, what?
Hey, kids, why don't you show us the rest of the tool? Don't worry about this. Kettle just sheathes his axe. And hey, Rikkshal, you think the kid should be led inside this room? I'm assuming that the room with the desecrated room has like the nanny's dead body in it or something.
No.
Okay.
So the kids are still downstairs, or did they
They're
come
upstairs.
up there?
They're upstairs when they heard the noise.
They're like
too.
right on the stairs, right there.
Everyone, like, yeah, they perked up and ran kind of into the room when they heard they found the nanny. So they ran in the room and then they don't see the nanny, and they're like, what are you talking about? Where?
Have you two been in here? Ever?
Yeah.
Huh.
How bad is it?
How long ago have you guys been in here?
I don't know. Recently?
Hmm.
And you're also getting that, like, they don't, like, time is like a weird factor to them. So like, yeah, earlier, and it could have been like 5 years ago, yesterday. Yeah.
Hey, Rikkshal.
Yes.
Your paladin powers. How bad is it in there?
I'm gonna assume it says bad as the rest, I use it.
Yeah, you can guess like someone was like maybe the nanny was murdered in here a while ago, but like it's been straightened out since then.
Ah,
Pretty bad, I'm liking it.
pretty bad.
I asked
Very
the
bad.
kids what's in this room, like up by the
servants'
steps
quarters.
when we came up.
Yeah, servants' quarters.
Huh? It's okay if I go in there.
You
This
probably
is your house, after
should.
all.
They shrug and like, I don't know. We weren't told we can't go in there, but I mean, who cares? It's a servants' quarters.
I mean, I'm a guest. This is your guys' house.
yeah,
I
yeah.
thought it'd
They
be
say you
nice-
can go. Yeah, they're showing you around. Like, yeah, they show you the servants' quarters. But, I mean, someone's room,
No.
but it's kind of
Is
You know,
there
you
anything
probably
hidden
should
by
do this, though.
magic in this room?
Okay.
no, nothing hidden.
Okay.
I do a quick sweep of that real quick. I looked in there, didn't find
yeah.
nothing, but maybe you'll have better luck.
Yeah, I'll go help you as well. Alright.
You don't find
The
anything.
17's the help.
Did Rikkshal and Kettil make sure to like close the door behind them when they left the study?
You guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's just say we did.
Okay. Yeah, so they show you the servants' quarters. You guys wander around and like start looking at everything and touching it, and the kids are looking like confused, like, why are you looking through all their shit? Like, okay,
Kettle
whatever.
Kettle just pats him on the back and says, "Typical adventure affair. Don't worry about it. We're just doing our jobs."
Yeah, so they're like, okay, and then like after you look around, you're like, oh, nothing here. They eventually lead you to the next floor.
Is it okay if like we investigate again? Because on the map there's a secret bit.
Yeah, you're not. That's like super metagaming. Like even me saying like, oh, we
Okay.
searched this room again. I'm like, why didn't you search the music room 6 times? Because there's no secret door in the music room. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. But wouldn't Rikkshal have advantage because he knows where secret? Oh no, he only
No.
knows where the door is.
Yeah. And the idea is you're looking. The thing is, like he said, he was giving Bjorn advantage pretty much, and Bjorn didn't see. Need a 20.
Yeah, and my 17 didn't see the door.
Need a
I
20.
give you a plus 10. You find the
doesn't
door. That doesn't work like that.
Does
Yeah,
Milo
so-
die, or does Milo just
Wait,
die?
hold up. Hold up.
It would be a shame if you.
Hold up. Primal awareness.
You know, it'd be funny if
I
I like
get
spent a
advantage
homebrew point to make
on
my
the
rally.
terrain I'm in for undead.
The only thing that like even if it is, it doesn't matter. It's the secret door is not that secret door is not important. It is
No, I was trying-
but it's not like you need to know it or you lose the story. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't care about it. I was just seeing if there's like any clues that like a servant helped kill these kids.
Yeah. You'll figure stuff out. Don't worry. Just keep going. I guess.
Okay.
You're
Also-
trying to put down. You're trying to put together pieces to a puzzle with only having like a quarter of the pieces right now.
All I know
Also,
is
watch
the
the
count dude is involved.
Oh, when you guys walk back, I guess Kettle just pats you on the back and says, "Also, watch the armor. You see that crumbled one? I think there might be some animated armors. That's what they called. I think they might be walking around sooner or later." He just tells me that.
I look at the armor. Do I see the other sets of armor? Like anything magical about them that can come to
Nope.
life at any minute? Okay.
It was just the one.
You
You only need one. The others are like the red herrings and for show to make you think. Yeah. Yeah. So when they take you to the next floor, third floor, they tell you to the right is their parents' bedroom. To the left is where the nanny's room and where their brother's nursery is, the little brother. And ahead is the bathroom.
Can we check your nanny's room real quick?
I guess it's still invasion of privacy, but whatever.
Whatever, we're kids.
Like it seems rude. But I mean.
Mm.
Oh, is that where as we walk into the nursery and Nanny's room?
Yeah, nanny's room, nursery, parents' bedroom, bathroom.
I'm in pain. I
Is it
investigate.
like apparent this is the balcony?
Yeah, it's a balcony. Yeah.
So that's where they were watching us, huh?
No, they were on the stoop. They were on this area down here.
Ah.
Basically, the front porch.
Yeah, the porch. Yeah, like a porch. A stoop.
Okay. Investigation. I'll think. Do I get advantage for knowing about secret buttons or whatever, or?
So they tell you that we're not supposed to go in the parents' bedroom. We're not supposed to go in the nursery because he's sleeping. We're not supposed to wake him up.
Wait, did you? I'm sorry. I didn't know you had another brother. I thought it was the brother behind you.
Oh no, they have a
Not
younger
nursery?
brother.
Oh no. They'll just.
Before Rikkshal walks in the nanny's room, I was like, "Hey," like I whisper, "I'm gonna go check the parents' room out."
Alright, I'll be checking in the nanny's room. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe we can
Alright.
even take a little look at the
Dumb.
hiding.
Dun, 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 dun.
So, does anyone? How do you distract the kids? If you're going to the parents' room or the little brother's room, you have to stop. Like you can't do it in front of the kids. They're gonna try to stop you.
Oh, well,
I mean, if they're all walking into the nanny's room, I tell Rikkshal once the kids are in there, "Hey, I'm."
Yeah, but so like if you take the kids into the nanny's room and then try to get into the nursery, they can see you.
No, I'm going here.
I get you can get there, but I mean like it's one of those things where like then they're like no go back in the hall, and then they watch you go into the right. Like the kids are always gonna be somewhere unless you get them off the floor they gotta see you going somewhere you're not supposed to go.
I mean, we could. If you're asking for a distraction, I could just ask if they have any food here. They are hosts.
True. Do that. I'll follow behind you guys.
They said yeah, we're hungry too. We're waiting for the servants to get back to feed us because we don't do that.
You never tried going in the kitchen yourselves?
Well, we don't want to get like anything in like we don't want to like mess anything up.
Ha! Nonsense! You can't mess up cooking. You just put meat on a fire. You eat meat. Tastes good. Come on, I'll show you. Come on.
But yeah, they go back down. They go downstairs.
I pull my two skelly boys.
Okay, so let's go with the parents' bedroom first. Okay, so wander in the parents' bedroom. You don't find any incriminating things. You can make another check if you want to see if you can find a secret door in there. Nope, you don't see it. Nothing special in the parents' room.
And then I go back this way to the nanny's room.
Well, let them do that
room.
because they're doing that probably. The others are doing that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, in the nanny's room, you don't find anything special in the nanny's room. If you go in the nursery, you find a skeleton of a baby that's dead in the crib.
Oh no.
Tiny skeleton. It looks like it's been strangled.
Tiny skeleton. Skeleton baby.
Does not come to life and try to fight you. That would be really awkward if it did.
You just slap the baby, it breaks.
Divine smite.
I mean, you never see about tiny skeletons, right? You always have to fight normal-sized human skeletons.
That's pretty neato.
I think about
Meat on a
whether or
stick.
not to wrap the baby up with if there's a sheet still in it.
Yeah,
or
there's already a
blanket
sheet. There's
with
kind of a sheet
skeleton.
on it. You kind of have to like you basically like, as you walk in the room, you see this ratty sheet over this figure that looks like a baby-sized figure. When you move it, it's just a skeleton, and then you're like, okay, and you guess you just put it back over it, like, yep.
You're just like, okay.
No. I carefully wrap the skeleton up in a piece of a good cloth. Well, I cut part of my
Sorry, Bjorn, but I
cloak
thought
we
you
got
were.
from.
I thought you were in the parents' room.
Yeah,
Isn't
yeah,
this
yeah.
Rikkshal and Hacker or Milo?
It's Milo
Milo
and
followed down with the kids to see meat on a stick.
okay, and Sin, where did you take Rikkshal? Is he in the room or?
I'm lost here.
I thought those three were going down with the.
So is
kids to
everyone
watch Kettil cook.
so does everyone but Bjorn go back to the first floor, and Bjorn's the only one on the third floor?
I thought I was going down there alone.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I thought like you guys all walked up, and then everyone was like spreading out to look for doors and stuff, and then Kettil was causing the distraction for you guys to search the area. Okay, so here's the thing: who went downstairs with Kettil? It sounds like it's Milo and Kettil. Did Rikkshal go downstairs, or is he searching the room?
I guess I'll search the room then.
Okay, so you find the corpse of the baby, or the skeleton of the baby.
Lovely! I, just put a sheet over it, and I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so basically, I guess you come walking out the room as Bjorn comes walking into the nanny's room.
I guess I just follow Bjorn into the nanny's room, see what he's doing in there.
So, like, the idea is you're coming into the nanny's room from the baby's room.
Yeah.
okay.
And Bjorn is like
So
right
this is
there.
Rickshaw, and then Bjorn was top down.
Like that.
Okay.
You like bumped into each other.
Not bad. Did you find anything interesting in the room, Rikkshal?
Found a skeleton of a child. But nothing else.
We should try burying the skeleton. Maybe that will look worse.
It's weird because Rikkshal, you probably guessed that this skeleton has nothing to do with anything because the kids think that the baby's still alive because they think it's like he's sleeping. But also, you don't see a baby skeleton ghost anywhere or a baby ghost, right? Like that's part of this whole thing. So something fucked up happened with that baby, but it has nothing to do with why these ghosts are here. Yeah, you walk in there, another desecration thing, murdered baby in the crib.
This place is fucked up.
Yeah.
Are you not going to say, yeah, no, I don't think the baby has anything to do with this?
Well, I guess, yeah, I guess I relay that because, like, it's sort of obvious because, like, I think he would realize that as well. Because we haven't seen a baby ghost or anything anywhere.
Yeah, but Bjorn just said, like, I wonder if burying the baby will blah, blah, blah.
Blah blah blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Based off the information you guys are gathering, it doesn't seem like the baby would help fix this problem you have. It's still good to do, right? If you believe that you should bury the body, I mean...
Like, my character personally believes, even though he's serving Artemis, his gods know that proper burial is still needed.
Oh, look at that! The fire the
Hello?
meat
Is anybody here?
cooking under is now pink.
Hello?
At least.
Yeah, no, we could hear you. We were just
Okay.
silent. And I guess now we're just cutting the kettle. Wait, what does the kitchen look like? How bad is it?
Well, hold on.
Wasn't that the dining room? Or is that not the dining room?
I'm gonna do
Is it
this.
the kitchen?
No, we're heading
kitchen.
toward...
This is the
Yeah.
kitchen.
Yeah, that's the kitchen, yeah. That's the
We head toward the kitchen so I can teach the Talks how to cook a good bit of meat. For when
No food in there, obviously. If there is, it's
you
like
have
really
rations.
old. It's like decades old, it looks like, if there is, hiding anywhere.
If there is food anywhere, it's decades old, you're
Like it's
saying?
decades old or something like that. You just find like old, like, yeah.
Kettle looks toward the kids and go, you guys really haven't been eating well, have you? When was the last time you ate?
I don't know. It's like I'm really hungry.
Yeah, earlier, right?
Yeah, they're like, I don't know when, but I'm really hungry. So
You're
if we
really
can-
hungry right now.
Yeah.
And earlier, I'm guessing you ate this pig slop. Kettle just points towards some, like, really crappy rotten apple.
I don't remember eating that.
I mean, that's all I'm seeing in here. Well, if we're going to go eat food here, let's head into the dining room real quick. And as they head into the dining room is still the same way we found it, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to induct these children into alcohol. They're at the age for it.
Put that shit in my hand.
I love it.
You know why? I was
What? Oh,
That is a summer.
It's like,
That is
Summer
something.
singing the
what
Jay and
is
Silent
this
Bob
thing-
song,
what
yeah.
what is a scene movie that you
Well, I guess I just hand out like a few bits of hardtack and beef jerky.
that song?
Yeah,
Wait,
they eat it.
you guys heard Summer?
Yeah, we're
Yes.
gonna sing the Jay and Silent Bob song. Yeah, it was fine.
I thought I had the mic muted and they heard you singing Jay and Silent Bob.
Put that shit in my 15
Well,
bucks, little man. Put that shit in my
Spike's singing it now.
So how do you guys feel? Really sustenance, yeah?
They eat it, but they're like, I don't know. Still feel pretty hungry.
Still feel very hungry. Well, would you believe me if I told you that ghosts always feel very hungry if they died hungry?
Make a deception? Not a thing?
It might actually be a thing,
Feel really
but I
hungry,
don't
they
know if you would know. It's a
I
thing.
mean, I was gonna fail anyway. It's
Like,
just,
would you believe me if I tell you ghosts are always really hungry when they die hungry?
I mean, I
No?
guess I kind of said it as I kind of said it because it'd be like, yeah, the kids aren't gonna believe me, but roll deception that one. So I guess it comes out really sarcastic.
It comes out exactly as you said it, like literally 1-to-1. Nothing is lost in translation.
He's like, I
Would you
guess, sure,
believe
ghosts are
me?
weird, yeah, whatever. Why do guys
Would
like
you
ghosts?
believe me if I told you you were a ghost?
He's like, no, but why do you like ghosts so much? You guys are weird.
Well, when you're an adventurer, you deal with a lot of weird types.
Huh.
There was this one time. You don't know anything about the Lorelei. She's blue-skinned. She's a wizard, a cleric, great warrior. And Kettil just he starts telling them about stories.
Okay. So you
Very
guys,
interested to hear this too, by the way.
eventually you guys, I guess the ones upstairs eventually make it back downstairs, or do you guys keep going up?
I have
What
a
do you-
baby. I have a baby wrapped up.
Don't
Walking down the steps.
Taking it outside and burying it?
Well, I go to Kettil. and
Do
wait
you
for
bring
him
the
to
corpse of the baby to the kids?
Do you
No,
do that?
I go find the kitchen. I peek around the corner and wait for Kettil to come here.
This dead baby corpse, what do I do?
Do you just wait? Are you just at the doorway? The kids are in rapturous attention of Kettil being like, so he stabbed the oak right in the jugular with his pinky. And you're just holding up a dead baby corpse. And you're like, what do we do with this? Kettil looks at you while he's talking about his old friends, and he's like, he just gives you the mercenary incredulous look again, and he's like, so yeah, did I tell you? Reminds me of another story. You know, Bjorn, the dragon guy, he's a bit of an idiot. One time, he burnt down the door of a tavern. A tavern. He messed up so bad. Let me... come on. You have to hear this. How do kids react to that?
I think the idea is you're facing them as Bjorn. So basically the idea is the kids are facing towards the window and stuff, and you're facing this way. So when Ragnar pops in, you can see him, but they can't see him. And he's
I know.
And he's like, come here, right? And
Yeah, no. That's what I was imagining too. I basically just said, I just called Ragnar an idiot without Bjorn an idiot without actually saying he's an idiot.
Yeah.
As soon as he does it, I go with one hand, act like I'm digging, and then poke the skeleton of the baby around the corner, show him it, and then point outside.
Okay, well, Kettil sees you doing this, and he says to the kids, sometimes I really don't know what's going on with his head. But he ropes me into these weird schemes, then I'm dealing with other things. It gets a bit annoying, you know? He gives you a knowing look. He's playing tongue-in-cheek right now.
You know,
hope you
that's
understand
a good point.
But he's not
Bjorn's-
all bad. But he's not all bad, I have to say. He's a good lad. Like,
But is
Take
Rikkshal
that.
like enough to make sure that Bjorn isn't doing something weird right now? Maybe I should just go like make sure that Bjorn's not doing something weird right now.
maybe. I mean, the kids seem to be enjoying my stories. I guess
Yeah.
I'll just be sitting here for a little bit.
So Rose is very much enjoying it. Thorn is terrified of everything you say. He was like,
Yeah.
he is crying in a chair right now.
So he put his thumb right in that oak's throat. No!
Rose is like very excited at everything, and he's crying, and she's like trying to get him to shut up, like stop crying, and but consoling him so she can hear the story, but like putting hands over ears so she can hear the story.
I'm going to intoxicate the child. Okay, Kettil sees this and goes, alright, maybe you should tone it down. Rose does something like, hey, no, don't do that, it's okay, he's just a little crybaby. And he's like, no, you should be more considerate of your brother, little miss. Now, kid. Kettil just presents him with a really shiny bottle of some of the weaker stuff.
He does
that Maverick
not
made.
come anywhere near you. He is hiding from you as much as possible.
I just put it in front of him, raise up my hands, give him a smile, let's see how bad he reacts.
He's already hiding from you. His face is like in a cloak somewhere, hiding as much as he can. You're gonna murder him at any second, probably.
And he... does he always do this, Rose?
She nods like, yeah, he's a scaredy cat, and then after all those stories, he's very scared of you.
Well, is there any stories that he'd like to hear?
I don't know. He's probably ones about not anything bad and boring. I don't know. Things that I wouldn't like.
Would you be sad if I gave him just a little a nice story, just for him?
You can try.
Let's see. It was this one time, me and the boys, we were on a march, and it was a real long walk from Port Maida to Magdeburg proper, you see. Now, this one guy, Fritz, amazing man, love him to death, is amazing with a crossbow, could shoot an apple off the head of a man 100 meters away. Now, he's walking along beside me, and we're walking along, the captain's surveying, he's standing real tall. You know I was talking about him? Looking like this mighty man, this heroic figure. And
You notice when you talked about walking, he was like, "Oh, walking, that's all." Like, and then you heard crossbow. He's like, "Crossbows are scary." And then when you heard mighty man, he's like, "Scary mighty." Right? He's like scared of like anything and everything.
okay, well, okay, he's not my, that sounds right. He's a really good guy. He's very nice. He watches out. He just watches out for his lads, and everyone loves him. He's a hero? Kettil says. Does Thor not like that?
Yeah, he's scared that heroes do scary things. But like Rose likes it.
Okay. Well, Thorn, he's a very nice man that he loves his boys.
Or you tell him is like you just say sunshine and rainbows over and over and over till he's like, yeah, sunshine and rainbows. Keep saying it, yeah.
Kettle's just like, okay, this was a really bad idea. Oh, no.
This exciting, right?
Okay.
Like
Well, while we were walking, I might as well continue. While we were walking along, I'll just hear a splat right on top of Fritz's helmet, and he just goes, "Ah, man, a bird just shat on me."
he's scared of the birds shooting. Like now he's looking up in the air for birds shooting on him in the house.
Wow, that was the most innocent story I had. He really is a scaredy cat, ain't he? He
Yeah.
just turns to Rose. So perspective switches to Bjorn and Milo. What's happening with them?
I think they walked out of the room while you were telling the story.
I thought Rikkshal was going with me to bury the body too.
Yeah, I think everyone is out of the room while you're you're done with the story. You look up and no one's around you except for these kids.
No, but like Why don't we switch the roleplay to them? Because
Yeah, we're
like,
switching to them. Yeah, but I'm saying like you look up and they're all gone right now, and then
yeah,
we just swap to
no.
them.
What I mean is, I'm gonna continue these stories
Yeah.
while perspective switches to them.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying you look up when you think about them, but they've already gone and they're doing that right now. So let's swap to them doing that.
So, yeah, let's.
How
Okay,
long are these
there's a
bastards
body.
gonna
Let's just
take?
bury the body. Okay.
You just walk out the front door and start digging a small hole and throw them in the hole. I don't know what you're.
Yeah, I'm
Are we at-
digging a proper, like a little 3-foot grave. Since it is a small child, I'm not putting it 6 feet down.
Yeah. You bury a tiny body in the front of the house, I guess, or beside the house.
Anyways, Milo, Rikkshal. I don't know if Rikkshal is gonna explain to you when he found the dead child, but yeah, there's a dead baby.
There's a dead
Bluntest
baby.
of hammers. There's a dead baby.
You know what? I believe that it was like this when you found it, so it's fine.
I did my best to keep the skeleton intact, but I kind of fumbled and I think I snapped the neck even more while I'm trying to wrap it carefully.
Interested because his baby might be older than some of you.
Yeah, so many prayers right now. Literally so many prayers. Just this baby needs all the last rites.
Yeah.
How good does Milo deliver last rites?
you know a lot because you got an 11, right? But even 11's like you crit failed, but we don't do crit fails. But I mean, like, it's above average. Like it seems like you know a lot more than most people, but you have no idea how to give it. You're just like muttering stuff that you read from a book, and in a way, a book like you're just reading it off a sheet of paper. It seems like.
So I maybe I'm like
You have to
sort
feel.
of. I'm sort of transcribing verbatim like 3 different funeral rites. Just
Yeah, there's no feeling
like,
behind
ghost
it. There's no feeling behind it, right? You seem like you're just muttering stuff, like you're not like saying it from the heart or whatever. You're just like, you know, the ground, blah blah blah. Yeah, you're just like saying it, yeah, like a robot basically.
May the baby go to heaven.
You're definitely not singing it.
The kids hear the songs.
Kettil like thinks about how long are these goes gonna take, and I just hear Milo sing. And Kettil goes, that's fucking horrible. So did I tell you guys about that time we burnt down entire Goblin City?
Yeah.
Thorn.
But anyways,
Sweet summer child slumbering.
I ask, Rickshaw, was there anything, like, did you guys find anything on any of the floors, anything hidden, any hidden passages before we go in there? No hidden passages, nothing special?
Oh, well, earlier, while you were setting off fireworks, we found a hidden passage in the study.
Probably.
And also one in the dining room. Look down.
So,
Oh, we did
So-
find one in the dining room. Yep.
Rickshaw did. Like, out of character, Rickshaw did. Rickshaw went down the steps before going back up the steps to the music room.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Rickshaw was like, "Yo, sup, bye."
Door. Bye bye.
You, me, gas station. What are we getting? Doors. Uh-oh, there's a door here.
But
Are
anyways,
doors on like a 3 for 2 sale or something? Door.
you get a door.
All right. So,
Alright,
so how's
So-
this part of a religious ceremony going?
I think baby's buried. It's fine. Okay, go.
Baby's buried.
It's in the ground, we're all good.
Officially in
It's
the
kinda-
dirt.
I look at Rickshaw. Who the fuck would snap a baby's neck? It's kind of fucked up, even for my standards.
I wouldn't know.
We don't have babies in Bugtown.
We have larva.
Well, let's
fuck's
see
a
if
neck?
let's see if those kids are gone. Let's see if that helps.
So I'm guessing that when you guys walk back, Kettle's like doing even more verbose stories because he's just ignoring Thorn now at this point because he's a dick.
Speaking of bird shit, that same guy got eaten by a giant bird and shit out. It was terrifying.
Wait, no. So while you guys are walking back, you hear, and Fritz, bless his soul, got swallowed whole. And like you peek around, Thorn is unconscious. Rose is like, yeah. So I had to slice him out of that his belly. You right so like this. Whoosh, wah. I pulled him out of those guts myself. New brother of mine, I tell you.
That poor child.
Does not compare to that one time in the Underdark, though. And those days I don't want to talk about, but glorious times they were. Did I tell you kids I was crippled? I'm a cripple. You know what a cripple is, right? You guys are smart enough to know that. Come on,
Yeah,
speak
I
up.
mean, they're like, yeah, I know what.
Okay, so now you see this metal arm of mine, this rock proper arm, and functioning leg. That came about because I went down in the Underdog with the rest of the boys. Now, some people, like your parents, I'd say, were like, "Aye, we need the Red Rivers to kick us down there," and they sent me and the boys. Now, things go Harry, few of us get armed. We run away. I'm the rear guard. I'm standing there, standing tall. I'm like, bring it on, you pansies! And then this one lady comes up, stabs me in the arm and the leg, just breaks them completely. After I just fight off an entire army, I tell you. They were like 10, maybe 20, 100 dudes. I'm telling you, it must have been 100. I don't really remember. Then this one lass, scary, had a mask on. She just shanks me right in the arm and leg. But little Kettil doesn't fall down that easily. She's going, oh, you thought, well, brave, that's it. What when she says that, I'll smack her right in the face. Girl falls over, she screams, run away, she gives me a look. I don't know how to describe it. Blackout, I'm awake. Few days later, I'm retired. But that was one of the defining moments of my career. And that's why I'm here. So, if you ever leave this place, head to Maidabag, hit up the Red Rivers, call them, you kids are rich, you probably need their help, and look who's back! Kettil looks at you guys.
Everyone walks in.
Why is the boy crying, Kettil?
I don't fucking know, he doesn't like my stories, this kid likes it.
He is here. You just hear like Thorn muttering about random shit, like crossbows are scary, tall men are scary, right? Like just stupid stuff.
Bird crap! No!
Bird crap! Watch out for the birds. They got our crap. Yeah.
I asked Thorn if he's hungry.
Thorn is not taking questions right now.
I fed them hardtack and jerky. They still felt hungry, so I distracted them with stories. I think Soul Rose a lot better than just hunger. Rose likes it, don't you, Rose?
Rose is nodding. Yeah. Good story.
I look over at Rikkshal. Hey, what we were talking about outside, hidden things. Is there one in this room?
Where is Katarina? Or where are the children?
Dining room.
We're in the dining room right now.
Yeah.
Didn't you
The
find
kids are
something?
right in front of you.
Didn't you do something in that corner earlier?
Oh, sausage.
Like you just came into the room, did something in that corner, and left? Like, that was pretty random earlier.
I may have, yes.
Yeah.
What about it?
Yeah, basically he walked in the room, looked, turned, and seen like a candelabra, and like, well, that's the only thing we can touch. So guess that's it.
You just saw me walk in, stroke a candelabra, and then leave.
This doesn't feel right enough. Perfect.
I say out loud. Well, I think it's time to go to these hidden things.
We still have
So-
technically one more floor.
We do
Yeah.
still technically
Wait, there's
have
4
one
floors?
full- Yeah, there's
I
4 floors.
thought that this was the top floor.
Yeah, I thought that was the top.
There is an attic.
Well, let's go
we
to the
weren't-
attic.
Wait, Kettil hears this and like the jolly mood kind of everything goes, yeah. Well, kids, are you allowed to go into the attic?
They nod and say, "Yeah, that's where our room is."
You guys sleep in the attic?
You know,
I'm not
No.
gonna question it. I lived in a fucking hut, basically slept on the ground. Not gonna.
I mean, that's not that bad. Just sleeping on the ground. It's gone in the reg. But, ready yourself, because that's an attic.
So
Good things
So,
don't happen in attics.
yeah, so they take you to this little area. I don't know why there's not a door here, but there should be a door here that leads up to this flight of stairs to go to the attic. I guess maybe it's like a weird like not door thing, but yeah, it goes here and then up here and then here and then yeah. They tell you that this is their room. This is like a guest type little small room that no one uses. Storage, another guest room that no one uses.
Why don't we go into your room, little lass?
Yeah, they walk to the door and they look at it and you see that there are several like deadbolt locks all along the door. Oh, the door is locked.
The
You
other
have to unlock
side.
it.
Hey,
On this
kid.
side, like you basically locking the kids in.
Oh. So, lads, do you want me to shoot the door open just to like give the kids a
No.
little show, or do you just want to open it?
You can
like we
undo
can
the.
just
You
open
say you can undo the locks. Like
Yeah, I know. Like, do we just open it, or
Just,
do you want me
just
to do something
let's,
special?
yeah, let's just
Open
undo
it.
the locks and then open it naturally.
Well, the kids are gonna get freaked out by what I'm guessing is inside. Ready yourselves?
Why would the guy?
I look at Rose. Just in case anything happens, stay behind us and protect your brother.
Kettil looks at Milo and he goes, "Do you really not? That's their room. The room is locked. We saw a ghost.
Oh. Yeah.
He just
Yeah,
he
good
just
point, good
does
point.
the knife hand at it. And he's like, seriously, we're gonna be seeing something, and are you prepared to see that? You are, because you're an adventurer.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I will take point. And I go to the door. I go like in front of the door.
So based on what you've seen is no one's been on this floor for a while. No one's been on the other floor. You notice that the second floor is where they broke into the office and they killed that suit of armor. But it looks like if whoever was here before you, they did that and then left. No one's been up here. Yeah. So if you undo all the locks, let's say you found a key somewhere to undo one of them or something like that. Like it wasn't just like you turn it. Like there's probably somewhere else in the house. It might even be like hanging up on the wall next to it or something like that.
Hey, besides that, we could just break it down.
Yeah, you can break it down. Yeah. So you undo all the locks and you open the door. In the room, you see the two skeletons of two kids. One of them holding a little doll like Thorn has in his hand. Yeah, but it's like, a real one. And yeah, you see the remains of Thorn and Rose when they were alive. That's what that is there. Also in the room, you see a little dollhouse of the house. And it... Now, do you, let them see this? Or do you just, sneak in and be like, let me check it out, let me see first, right?
Rikkshal,
I don't know. Let them see it.
Rikkshal, are you gonna let them? Should we keep them seeing it? What do you guys think?
I think Rose should be able to see.
I don't.
Thorn might break down and probably.
I mean,
go bad.
Thorn's
At least,
gonna break down against everything, but
yeah, no, but
is,
with Rose, she comprehends things a lot easier than Thorn.
hey,
think
hold
that's-
on,
Worse.
Rose, kids, go downstairs.
Oh.
Kettil just gives them the look.
Rose says no.
Why not?
This is my. Why would I go down? Don't tell me what to do.
Well, I don't think you'd want to go into your own. Should we talk about this in the open in front of the kids, Bjorn? Do you want to just say what we found in there? Because personally, I think things are about to get a lot worse if they figure things out.
Let me talk to Rose. Rikkshal, you stay guard just in case with your one ability.
Yeah. Hey, what if me and Milo also go in while Rikkshal just stands guard? Rikkshal, you fine with that?
You're gonna go in there?
Yeah, I'm going in there, along with Milo if he so inclines.
Sure, yeah. I'm not opposed to them seeing, though, but sure, yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
We go in there, then we've kind of come to an impasse on the vote to let them see what's in there, so we'll just figure things out once we figure out more things, yeah?
Yeah, so this is a dollhouse?
So it's a dollhouse of the house, and if you like investigate it, you can find the secret passageways in the dollhouse too.
Do we also see like little miniatures of us?
No.
Okay, good. We ain't in this sort of situation. The stories Raymond tells gives me the creeps.
It's basically once you figure out the thing. If you haven't figured out the secret doors, that basically the dollhouse gives them to you, pretty much. Like, there's secret doors in the dollhouse. I wonder if there's actually there in the house. And you go to the door and it's like, oh, it is here. Okay.
Anyways, I look over at Rose. Come on, Rose. Come on in here. It's been a while since you've been in your room, right?
Yeah. So as Rose walks in, I guess she sees the bodies, and she's like, "Don't tell me to come." And then when she sees the bodies, she like freaks out a bit, and like she starts to dissipate. And when her brother sees her, like his sister, like disappear and sees what's going on, that he's by himself, he just bamps out of existence too. Kettil and Bjorn make charisma saving throws.
Oh, fuck me.
DC 20. Okay, you fail. Okay, so Kettil, you get possessed by Thorn, and this is now a quirk you have until you get rid of it. This is for Bjorn, my bad. This is Rose.
Okay.
Ah, damn it. That's basically just Bjorn. Well, you just see Kettil freaking the fuck out. He just stops being historic. Oh, well, we're fucked self to fuck!
Yeah, by the whole thing, I like being in charge, and I get angry when other people tell me what to do. Don't tell me to... Yeah.
You know, do we have any... Kettil out of character just goes, yo, do you guys have any, like, anti-curse crap? Because I could really use it right now.
I don't know what's going on. Just know these kids disappeared, and now you're just feel this way about things.
Kettil, why are you freaking out?
Kettil?
So after some time of them acting weird ways, you guys can eventually make an insight check to try to figure out what's going on. But as of right now, you just know Kettle's freaking out. Bjorn is probably just don't tell me what to do, right? Like he's kind of a...
He's a little shit.
I'm already violent, and then I'm just extra violent.
Yeah, he's a little shit. Yeah, he's a little shit. Yeah, I mean, I think I've done enough with these two characters for you to realize how they act.
So
do we act like Thorn and Rose, or
yeah.
like, are we Thorn and Rose? Or
no, you're not. You're not. You just have these quirks now. These things.
So I have an extra flaw on my flaw.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. But I mean,
until
like,
we
you're
get this done with. Damn it.
Possessed. Like you can use like dispel good and evil. You can use other things. It's very easy to get rid of these kids. But you gotta. But the trick is to figure out that they are possessed by them. That's basically the thing.
Are we able to do things as our characters?
Yeah. You're able to do things normally. You just feel weird. You just feel like this thing is now, part of you.
Alright, well, Kettil sees the rest of the party, and because I am afraid of everything, including my own shadow, Kettil pulls out his axe and goes, "Stay the fuck away from me, you shits!"
I am gonna use command and say calm.
Do I like actually calm down?
I mean, if you fail, you're calm for 6 seconds.
Okay.
I just want to see if it works. I've never actually used this for.
Okay,
You
so
are calm for
does
6
me
seconds.
being calm just make me like? Would I be going like, what the fuck's wrong with me? This isn't right. Something's wrong
Sure,
with me.
it's up to you. Yeah, you're calm now, so you're not as
Uh,
scared.
Kettle like stops going. Something's wrong.
Yeah, Kettle, make an insight check.
I'm pretty sure I could roll maneuver for this as well. Hopefully that works.
I have no idea what the hell's going on with you.
Okay, let me add a plus 10, 9, 11.
Yeah, you're just like maybe seeing the corpses of those kids just freaked you out, and you're like, I have no idea what's going on. I'm reevaluating my life. I am super scared.
I guess like right when you're calling, like Kettle, what's wrong? What happened?
Kettle's just like, I have no fucking clue. I just walked in here, the kids dissipated, and wait. I guess I'm gonna become a monolith. I have no fucking clue. I walked in here. The kids dissipated, and now I'm freaking out. Maybe all of that. Fucking Ragnar.
Yeah, why
You
is he
probably have
falling
to
down the
start
stairs?
like fucking.
Maybe
going off.
all of that sadness
only 6 seconds.
and stress from fuck.
Basement time? Maybe
Okay,
you went to
that's not
basement.
normal.
Can you guys roll insight?
Um.
Because Kettle was like the kids dissipated, and you could be
Yeah.
like,
So the
"Hey."
thing is, Kettle knows how Thorn are been acting, but not everyone else has been interacting with Thorn, so they can't really like say like, oh, Kettle's acting like Thorn. But Kettle doesn't even realize that he's acting like Thorn.
I'd probably be like, so we're in a haunted house.
Yeah, you just know that like every now and then you walked in and you've seen Thorn just in a corner crying, basically. I have no idea
this
why.
Right here, this situation, we're in a haunted house. We go into a room that is probably like really bad, and then Kettle starts freaking out about random shit like he should not be in.
Yeah, it makes sense. He's scared of the haunted house.
No, but he wasn't scared earlier, so that
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you walked into this room and now you're just super scared for some reason.
So there's
Hey,
something
Rikkshal,
about
you can make a check, Rikkshal, but I'm saying right now you don't have a lot of pieces to it, and if you fail it, you fail it, right? But I mean, if you work it out more, then that's not good. Yeah, you're like
I give you my superiority dice.
give people.
How many of those do you have? I swear.
Yeah, I know.
you
He's like
used
30 of them
endless
already.
section.
Yeah.
No, I only have 3 of them. Right now, I'm just joking around.
Yeah.
So I guess if you throw me in a room where I'm cornered and afraid, I think I would just try fighting my way out because panic and fear leads to attack and flee.
Pretty sure you're more like you just cower in the corner and put your head between your legs.
See,
Yeah.
fear works differently for a lot of people. I just attack everyone blindly, but I would be very bad, so it's all disadvantaged. I don't know. I just want to be useful. So,
I don't know how that equates
when
to I'm scared of everything, including my own shadow, and I weep when things don't go my way. It's not like you're just crazy now. It's you're scared of your own shadow and you weep when things don't
Okay.
go your way.
damn it! I can't be useful. Milo, help Rikkshal! Give him an advantage, please! I want to be unuseful!
You're gonna figure it out eventually. It's pretty.
I mean, like,
Help! Help!
where's Bjorn?
I'm just angrily. I just ignored your command.
I weren't you like? Because I only said that to
Oh, you don't send it to him?
no, one
boss.
person
Okay.
unless I.
Oh, okay.
said
Never mind then.
you know, I guess this
Ignore the
kind of
23.
makes sense for in character if nothing was like possessing or anything. Like, hey, he acted like he cared about the kids in the orphanage, so maybe this is just him caring, but it's just
freaking
despair.
out instead of just being sad.
The the thing. Like, you're freaking. Like, if Kettil was like, skeleton, he ran, curled up in a ball in the corner, then people are like, that's not like Kettil. That's what I'm saying. If you played this properly, it'll be very easy to figure it out. But you're like, no, I'm super cool and tough, and I want to kill everything because I'm scared of it. I'm like, that's good.
Okay, so I guess I do curl up in a corner.
Yeah, that's sort of what I was like. He's definitely like, this is not what Kettil would.
Yeah, right. Like that's what I'm saying. Like Kettle's like having his axe out. Like you'd be like, axe, it's sharp. I'm scared of axes.
Okay, I guess I would drop the axe then.
Yeah.
I didn't think that it would be like that bad.
I mean, you heard how he was acting. He was scared of bird poop.
Hey,
scared of tall men. Scared of.
Look, Spike. Just because I'm good at roleplay doesn't mean I'm smart.
I'm scared of everything, including my own shadow.
Okay, fine. Screw you. I'm not good at reading. Kettil pulls out his axe and goes, "Get the fuck away from me!" Ah, shit! He tosses the axe at you, and then he tosses his shield at you.
I look at Rikkshal. Hey, you. Tell me a story.
What?
What?
I just looked at you confused, and I looked back at Kettil like, and then I looked back at Bjorn like, what?
Sorry for messing
to
that
go
up.
full bully, right?
What?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Ragnar's about to go full bully. I said, tell me a story. Just push him. Like, tell me a story.
Hold on.
Sorry for messing that up with the axe bit. Sorry about that.
Why did you throw your axe at someone? That's very rude.
Hey,
Out of
pick
character.
on him.
Oh my god.
You can't just throw weapons at people.
Oh, you're talking to me! Kettle's just sobbing in a corner now.
Everyone's looking at
I
me.
don't be able to tell that this is the.
Yeah, you can tell something's wrong with Kettil. It's fine.
Does this? So, I mean, even if I didn't think he's, I don't know. I don't think
make a religion.
All right.
With advantage, I guess, because you figure things out.
Like, something's wrong with Kettil. The kid's disappeared, and he's now acting like a little kid. So you can probably guess he's being possessed by like a little kid.
Even if I didn't.
And Bjorn is asking for a story.
Pretty sure
Kinda demanding,
Rikksal's
yeah.
first instinct was that Kettle's like seeing shit or something. So even if it wasn't like first thought of he's being possessed, I'm pretty sure he'd still like cast this on him.
Protection from good and evil. Okay, so here's the thing.
One willing creature.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. So protection from good and evil, doesn't get rid of it. It prevents them from like being affected by it. But if he was making saves every turn, it could like give him advantage on the saves.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you need to spell good or evil. The other one to spell. For some strange reason, you can yell at the ghost in him to get out. I don't know why, but it says you can intimidate them into leaving their host. So I'm gonna say with you like casting magic on him, he's like freaking the fuck out. So I'm gonna let you make an intimidation check to scare the ghost away. Like, they're casting magic on the body that I'm hiding in.
Oh, well, lucky for me, I have a
Yeah.
okay modifier.
Apparently, you just need a DC 11. I'm gonna change it to 15 because that's good enough. That's fine. Because
Alright.
it's a low level thing for a low level.
Kettle just yells, "Ah!" And then
Yeah, a ghost floats out of his body and runs away down the hall. You see a little kid run down the hall and like dissipate into nothing.
Okay, Kettle just goes, "Ah!" What the fuck happened? Holy shit! Ah!
You see a raged Bjorn.
You just scared the little kid away.
Why'd you scare my brother?
What?
You're mean. Leave my house.
What? Ow! What the fuck happened? Why am I in the corner?
Oh my
Why are there tears
God.
all over my face?
You were crying and like a little child because there was a little child in you.
What?
Attention.
Hold on. Where's my shit? Why is my axe there?
There's like an axe in my face.
What? Why are you okay? Yeah, it's fun.
It's just like stuck in my. Yep, here you go.
Bjorn Rose chases Thorn to calm him down.
Yeah.
So
So you run out the room to
Bjorn's
look
really
for him, and he is nowhere to be found. You can look from around the house if you want, but yeah, he's like hiding somewhere or like invisible or something or this spectrally or something. Yeah.
You.
So I just point at Bjorn and just say to Milo and Kettil, he's possessed.
So what you do to me? I can't do shit.
I was scary.
You just have to. That's fucking stupid. Oh well, what? Get me my axe and shit.
I just it back at you.
Kettle like re-equips. He goes get Milo and he's like, "Back me up on this. I'm gonna scare this wench."
Yeah, sure.
My intimidation is 5, by the way. So
It's 7.
do you want? Should we all just like?
Yeah, you just
charisma?
yell at him. Yeah, you just yell at him, and someone can have advantage.
Charisma. This is on. I got that one spell scroll thing as a class feature, so that's the charisma thing on Kettil and Rikkshal for like 10 minutes. I don't know if anyone has like advantage, but
Yeah, I guess you both can yell at him, so one can have advantage, and the other can just yell at him again just in case, so you get like another roll. So sure.
I don't know. Just yeah.
Oi!
That's enough.
5. It worked. Alright.
You hear a really angry oi!
What would I have to roll? Because she doesn't like being told what she does.
So
Rose
it's
is
just a
afraid
DC
of
15. It's
authority.
basically just a DC 15. Like Kettles yells something scary as long as it's not stupid. Like she jumps out of the body and goes after her brother.
I'll forever make your socks wet.
I would be afraid of that. Wait, no. Kettle runs down, turns into Van Darkholm, and yells, "Fucking slaves!"
Let's just say you have disadvantage to scare her out because of the she's more tougher, but then you have advantage, so it cancels each other out. So you just get the 18 basically either way, so it's fine.
Yeah.
So
Little shit! Get the fuck out of Bjorn!
Yeah. She's like, yeah, and eventually she just jumps out and and she just runs down the stairs looking for her brother and disappears.
Okay, I see that, and I pat Bjorn down, like, you can't!
I feel very angry. Like, I want to kill you.
I'll feel violated right now. Probably just you being you. You okay, though?
Yeah, what the fuck happened?
Kids
Fine.
disappeared. Kids disappeared. We got possessed. That's what Rikkshal told me.
Add it to a list of things that happened in D&D. Violated by a 7-year-old.
I got violated by a
Fucking
7-year-old. You know, we are not going to talk about this to anyone except Ember because she's a fucking wizard. Let's just get out of here. Let's get down into the basement and fix whatever the fuck caused this.
Hold on. Alright, I'll meet you.
Yeah, so
I'll
Rikkshal,
meet
you
you
could
there.
tell that the children's room is the desecration, the main point of what's keeping them here. If you can make medicine checks while you're up there, whoever's still in the room.
I was going back to the room and waiting for the kids.
So everyone in the room can make medicine checks to see what happened to the kids.
You sure you don't want to be in this room, Bjorn? I guess I'm here.
I think it's above 15. They were locked in this room and they starved to death.
I mean, I don't think I need medicine to figure that out.
How do you see someone starving to death that's a skeleton?
Bones! Mercenary knowledge!
Yeah, I was actually making it 20, but I was like, 15 just to give you. Yeah, but they were starved to death.
I mean, I've seen many a starved to death person.
If you find a corpse of a person that just recently starved to death, maybe, but someone that starved to death, like, potentially 2 decades ago, as a skeleton, it's really hard.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to argue with this, but it's stupid to argue this, so, yeah, so they're starved to death then, yeah.
I have it as a 15.
I know.
A 3 does not get
They
it,
don't?
sorry. 3 is not good enough to figure out a skeleton starved to death.
Yeah, I know, they know, I don't, so I'm like, what the fuck happened in here?
The kids starved to death.
Ah! That makes sense.
Which floor, Rikkshal, again, did you say... Well, hold up, let me just open... Which floor did you say those hidden passages were on?
All of them.
We found one in the study, and we found one in the dining room. There's probably one up here as well.
Wait, look at the dollhouse. Kettil, like, notices the dollhouse finally. He's like, isn't this the house that we're in?
Looked like it.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you look here, he points at, like, the secret passages. Don't know who put the time to put that there, but I guess
Well,
that's confirmation.
I'll meet you at the secret passage. I'm gonna wait for them to come back in. Or at least I'm gonna try to call them in here so I can talk.
And you also see the secret room that you missed in the servants' quarters.
Oh. Actually, before we do that, I think me and Rikkshal is gonna go check on that other secret room right here. He points at the...
Okay, you do that. And I yell for Rose.
Alright, while you do that, please roleplay, because I need to take a piss again.
Yeah, if you go in the room, whoever goes into the secret room, they find this letter.
Ragnar has died again.
What happens? He gets up and he just throws his headset across the room.
Okay, anyways, I sit there and try to coax out Rose so I can speak with her.
She does not come back.
Well,
Basically, she has found out that she is a ghost, and she is busy dealing with that.
well, I then pick up the body of the skeletons and I wrap them up carefully, and then I go outside to the little baby and I'll bury the skeleton.
Yeah, and that removes the desecration from their room, and that kinda stops whatever's going on here. Like some of the bad desecration, not all of it, just some of it. You have alleviated one of the desecrated things in the house, and yeah, and then you assume that wherever they are, their spirit passes on properly.
I still give them the option to pass on or come with us on an adventure.
Yeah, well, they automatically they don't get the choice, but you get inspiration apparently. You feel inspired for burying the children. I'll say at some point, whenever you want, you can have advantage on something. It's fine.
Oh, sweet.
So what did the kids say?
They never came back. You never seen them.
I
But
gave up on
whoever
waiting for the
searched
kids.
searched the room with the servants room, you found that letter.
What's the... I went in with Rikkshal. What's the letter say?
It's in
Discord.
Okay. My most pathetic servant. I mean, Rikkshal, read it to me. What's it say?
I read it to you.
My most pathetic servant. I am not a messiah sent to you by the dark powers of this land. I'm not come to lead you on a path to immortality. How many souls...
God, is Palpatine confirmed?
How many visitors who have tortured in dungeon. Know that you are not the ones who brought me to this beautiful land. You are but worms riding my earth. You say that you're cursed. Your fortune spent. Your better love for madness. Took solace in the bosom of another woman. Inside a stillborn son. Cost for dirtness. I have no doubt. Save you from your wretchedness? I think not. I much prefer you as you are. Your dread lord and master Strahd von Zarovich.
I just assume that's what Kettil thinks Rikkshal sounds like.
I am Palpatine.
I mean, he did sound very bug-like, right? He sounded like what's his name, Zorak from Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
People, we just upload our headsets.
Every time. Said you have to do that voice right now.
I don't know how.
You do? What do you mean you don't know how?
Do it again.
My most
Literally
pathetic
just your normal.
You do it all the time when you pretend to be a gremlin, you shit. Come on.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So, you're like, just, yeah, you know, you do it all the time because you're always pretending to be like, what? Does Sennis do that? I mean, is that a thing she does? She just pretends to be a gremlin?
Well, yeah, who doesn't?
Yeah.
I mean,
Come
to be
on,
fair, that
yeah.
is very in vogue right now.
I'm gonna use that inspiration to give him a proper burial.
I don't think you need to use that inspiration to give him a proper burial. I think you'll just give him a proper burial.
You stick a hole, yeah.
Well, I was gonna give a prayer.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you can you give them a prayer. I mean,
you roll a double nat 1.
See, the thing is, it's very weird because the idea is you only know what you know. So like, if you're like, oh, I'm gonna do a prayer, okay, it's a 3. I'm like, that's a 3 compared to what? Like a 3 compared to like like what a shaman of your group would normally do, or is it like a 3 for their religion? Like, you just said some stuff. It sounded right, and whatever.
Okay. Okay, never mind then.
So
You think it might be insulting, like utilizing someone else's religion to bury someone else, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So now we're just poised at the. Should we just end it? So Kettil and Rikkshal are just standing awkwardly in the secret room, and he's just like, "So, do we go from top to bottom in the secret passage, or do you just want to go in from the first floor?" Said Rikkshal.
And just, I don't think it matters. I
Um,
think they all lead down the same way.
I mean,
If you go to the top, once you get to the attic, that's where it ends, right? Like the idea is a secret passage just leads throughout the entire house down to a basement that's hidden underground.
what if whoever came in here like nailed a corpse to the top, and that corpse still talks and is like, "Hey, that secret thing at the bottom, yeah, abandon all hope," or something like that.
As soon as I get done burying and I just keep walking, you just hear the skeletons march up the steps. I go to this room in the attic to look around.
There's a
you
bunch
just-
of extra furniture.
Okay.
You just hear Kettle's like dead zombie man impression as you're walking up.
You do not hear a
Yes.
dead zombie man in this room. This secret passage where it's the top. That's the end. There's no dead zombie
But-
man in there.
No, but he heard Kettle's zombie man impression. Like he heard Kettle talk.
I just sweep the remaining and then meet up with everybody.
So what's happening now?
I kind of want to explore the
Basement?
stairs.
What? What'd she say, Ragnar?
I want to explore where these stairs go.
Well, that's the obvious point, but who's taking point?
Well, I got dark vision.
I
Go down.
probably should.
Yeah, Rikkshal probably should.
So if you guys
I
head-
follow. I'll follow behind Rikkshal. The Skelly Boys will protect spellcaster right there.
so you
And
guys,
I'll be behind you because closest to the front.
as soon as you get past like a little small part, you feel like you realize that this does not go down into a basement. This goes down underground into like a cave system of sorts.
I mean, what is a basement but just a homemade cave?
It's really
Some people
big.
have basements.
Yeah,
Other people
it's just
have
Basement? Have you never played
refurbished natural caves into a
These
wine
are like
cellar.
these are like catacombs of as you can see on the map.
Ah, yes, the Binding of Isaac.
So where do we get put out?
I think it's here or here or
Oh,
here,
no,
here,
right
here, right
here.
here, right here, right
Oh,
here,
right
right
here. This is the
Yeah.
actual like
Black
circular
one?
stairway.
Yeah, I guess it's there, but it looks like it'll be here too, because maybe this leads to a secret. Oh, this is a secret, I guess. Yeah, never mind. Okay. over here.
Disregard the important thing from later.
I'm big.
I'm big.
So here's the thing. You guys wander around down here for a little while, and you realize that there is nothing down here. Everything is you find dead bodies that have been dead for a while, and it looks like other adventurers have already made it down here before you. So there is really nothing down here, but there is evidence that some fucked up shit was going on down here. And when you get to the pretty much this other room way over here, you find out that yes, they were like doing some sacrifice ritual bullshit in the name of Strahd, and yeah, that's basically what this is.
So that is lovely.
With us
That was a
walking
colossal
around,
waste of time.
the entire time, do I see anything magically hidden or any invisible doors?
No, because
you know what?
oh, actually you do.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you something from the list of random crap from this adventure. Okay, so let's say, you guys, you get a stick. No, you know what? You get a stick. Fuck it.
A magical stick. My God.
You
bag of holding.
get a bushel of sticks
Are they quarterstaff sticks or are they just sticks?
like this here.
Oh god.
Of sticks.
Sticks are not. The sticks are now a thing.
Those sticks are some spooky ass sticks. Perfect. I'll put one of those sticks and use it as a handle.
Nah, let's not do sticks. Sticks are boring. Let's give you guys something stupid to kill yourselves with. Probably.
Oh?
Oh,
Kill yourself.
I mean,
Sticks,
probably kill ourselves with sticks,
sticks
too.
aren't sharp. Let's give you something sharp.
The mimic bag of holding.
a blood spear.
Yeah, you just find this spear in a skeleton's body.
Oh, I thought you'd pull the mimic bag of holding, put your hands in it, and lose your hand.
I'm gonna give one of the items from the adventure, just because they're
Okay.
Well, that's a dead man with a pretty neat looking spear on him. Anyone know what this is? I'll think it's magical.
Just stick somewhere else. It's fine.
I mean, like, you'd
Kavan
expect...
was a ruthless chieftain whose tribe lived in the Balinock Mountains centuries before the arrival of Strad van Zarovich. Although he was very much alive, Kavan had some traits in common with vampires. He slept during the day and hunted at night. He drank the blood of his prey and he lived underground. In battle, he wielded a spear stained with blood. His was the first blood spear. A weapon that drains life from those it kills and transfers that life to its wielder, imbuing that individual with the stamina to keep fighting. When you hit a melee attack using this magic spear and reduce the target to 0 hit points, you gain 2d6 temporary hit points.
I think he switched to like dwarf.
Any creature can wield the spear, but only the character chosen by Kavan to wield it can suppress 2 to bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon. If a weapon is a thrown property, you can throw the weapon to make a ranged attack. If the weapon has a melee weapon, you use the
How
same
the fuck?
Irish.
Hold up. How the fuck did you go from?
Russian?
Dude, you're throwing me off with your voice switching.
Was there 4 different accents?
damage rule that you would use for a melee attack with the weapon. For example, if you throw a hand axe, you use your strength, but if you throw a dagger, you can use either your weapon, your strength, or your dexterity, since the dagger has the finesse property. Versatile. This weapon can be used with 1 or 2 hands. A damage value in parentheses appears with the property. The damage when the weapon is used with 2 hands to make a melee attack. Source COS page 221. Looks pretty nice. It's a simple weapon.
Who picks up the weapon?
I do! No, I guess Bjorn would because he has like the magic eye and then we would like fight over it.
So who wants to see if they're the chosen one?
Fuck it. I'll be ballsy enough because I don't care if I die right away because I can be brought back to life.
Make a charisma saving throw.
With the inspiration.
Oh, yeah, sure. Ooh.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. If without the inspiration, you were not being the chosen one. So because it's actually pretty good. It's actually pretty cool. Because he has heard of your good deeds, you are the chosen one, and you hear this.
Watch as someone rolls a charisma save of like fucking.
Hey, you know what? You saved a kid today. You're a good guy.
It's pretty good, right? Like the idea that worked out really well. Like if he didn't save the kid, he would have got a 3.
He's like if you didn't save the kid, he'd be like, nah, you're a piece of shit. Fuck you. But since you saved the kid, he's like, you're a cool piece of shit, chaotic evil man. Here, have my spear.
I look at Kettil. Hey, later on, how good are you at dual weapon fighting?
Oh, I'll prefer the shield, thanks.
Did you see the message that I put in the chat?
Yeah, I saw it. I just read it.
So you hear that, and because you were the chosen one, you get a +2 when using the weapon.
Ooh.
Do you want me to read that as well?
Go ahead.
You hear a whisper, a deep voice carried on the wind. How bad do you want this to be?
As
bad as you want to make it.
It says, for one who is worthy, my spear hungers for blood. Retrieve it and rule these mountains in my stead. Just like the mighty warriors from the 8 days of the whisper. Wow.
No, but yeah, you hear it. It's like, for one who is worthy, my spear hungers for blood. Retrieve it and rule these mountains in my stead, just like the mighty warriors from the early days of the Whispering Wall. End quote.
There you go.
Kettil is now just as big as the walls in this dungeon. Yeah, nah, I prefer the axe and the shield.
So, who's ready to go kill that fucking one guy?
Well, from what I hear, it's gonna be a pain in the ass, but it's the only way out. Let's do this.
I mean, we could also just go to the windmill.
Why do
Either
we
the
need
castle
to-
or the windmill, but you know, the windmill seemed very important. Like,
We got a deed or the contract or
We have a
whatever.
deed to
yeah,
the
I
windmill.
own the windmill now, so I kind of want to figure out what's in the windmill.
You own the windmill now.
I have the deed. That's how that works.
Are you sure you're not just trying to go to the windmill to run away from Strahd?
I mean, I don't even know who Strahd is. Like, I just know that I cared about a windmill before we entered this house, and I still care about the windmill after. If anything, I care about it more because, like, I have the deed for it. So,
Oh, right, because Kettil, read them the letter. Rikkshal, read the letter to them. I think it's some good evidence for what we're going to be facing. Good
Does this
evidence.
spear use strength or dexterity?
It's versatile, so I think you can use either.
Yeah.
versatile is one-handed or two-handed.
Ah,
Finesse is
Finesse.
that, so it's just strength.
Yeah. And I'll say, like, when you throw it, you still can get the property of the spear, because for some reason it's melee attack, but I'm pretty sure if you chuck the spear at someone, it should still get the effect.
So, d6 plus 2.
So it's a 1d6 piercing, thrown 20, 60 feet, versatile 1d8.
What do you guys notice other whistling, besides whistling to the mic?
Nah,
It's not me.
as soon as we leave, I just set the house on fire.
And we've looted every... Wait, before you do that. We've looted literally everything in the house, right?
I guess. I mean, I don't know what you think loot is in the house, but...
Like the candelabras.
Okay, but do you have places to put the candelabras and stuff? You
We got bags.
don't even have
We'll
your
make-
cart. You don't have your cart. You left it.
Yeah, no, but we have bags. I can make some room in here.
Candelabras?
I don't even need this Lance Connect outfit now. I tossed the Lance Connect off it now. Just some loot so that we can expedite a little bit of our living conditions. Yeah. Is this the city of Yarnum?
I don't know. I think it's a magic card. I think it's a magic card. I just googled Barovia and then yeah.
Barovia.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess the house burns down.
Red, the house puts itself back together after a while, so...
I mean, true.
I guess it doesn't, maybe because you've got rid of all the bad stuff in it, so I guess it burns down.
Back.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
But then,
So it's
but remember, like, you burn down the whole town and you cause a scene. I don't know why you're burning down the house. Now that the house is cleaned, it's time to burn it down.
I mean, Kettil can see the point in this.
Really?
I mean, he's like, whoa.
Cleanse all the evil from the house, so it's normal now, and then you burn it down. Why would you just burn it down to begin with?
Bjorn's a highly emotional man that, like, when he sets his mind to something and he does it, he kind of just goes about the most dramatic thing possible to just, I don't know, send the kids goodbye or something. I'm guessing he's cremating them or something, and he put them in, like, a room.
I was like, you know, a couple of vampires walk up and arrest you and put you in jail, and they're like, "Oh, vampires with the fight." You're like, "No, we're arresting you for burning down a house. It's arson. You can't do that." And you're like, "Oh, really? There's laws here."
Just very sensible vampire people. It's like,
Yeah.
And now we're gonna drain your blood because that's what our laws say we can do.
Nope, no hard feelings about this, of course. It's just the law.
The law is the law.
I fought the law and the law won. Anyway, so
You guys eventually leave the house. Where do you go after you leave the house?
does Bjorn actually burn the house down?
Nah. I'm not sure if this place actually has laws.
Yeah, and the idea is it's still you're in a town. If you burn a house down, it might burn the village down or the town down.
And I'm pretty sure Rikkshal would actually stop me from committing arson.
Yes, I would.
I guess
even through violence, Rikkshal would stop me.
Like, you just see him, like, throwing firebolts against the wall. He's like, I'm gonna be here all day doing this, but I'm gonna burn this house down. He's like, stop being stupid.
I guess Kettil would join in because Rikkshal and Kettil are now bros. They got a thing.
Pretty sure everyone tries to stop Bjorn for lighting the town on fire.
Yeah.
I don't know, does the other arsonist help me burn the house down?
Who's the other arsonist except you?
I've never intentionally committed arson.
Yeah.
I'm just a really bad shot.
Alright, so after that's all over, alright, calm down. Are we gonna go check out the windmill, or are we going to go to Castle von Fuck?
Nah. I don't think we need to check out the windmill now.
Well, we need to kill someone, right? So are we thinking that Strahd's the person we kill to leave? Is that just...
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
That's the Rose Knight in this scenario?
Yeah.
Nope. I'm guessing vampire.
What I think what he meant
So
was
in the prior scenario, the Rose Knight was the person you killed to get rid of the fog. So is it in this scenario that Strahd is the person that we killed to get rid of the fog, is what I'm saying.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. So Strahd is the Rose Knight in this scenario.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, Spike out of character. Is there anything at the windmill?
It's roleplay stuff and funny. It's fine.
Just more dead children, it's fine.
They're just milling around the skeletons of children. Amazing.
The miserable servants are there dead.
I mean, that witch ran somewhere.
No, that witch died.
The witch was running somewhere, I meant. Like, right, there was more than this a witch.
Oh no, there's so many children in cages in the windmill, and we're just never gonna see it. Milo just owns a windmill full of caged children.
Wait, what is the witch's connection to the windmill?
Huh?
Was she also a nanny? This hole goes deeper. This iceberg is so deep, we have to go to the windmill now.
We're only on level 3!
Fine, we'll go to the windmill, and then we go to the castle and kill the fucker.
That's fine, yeah, because we can do the windmill stuff, and then because the castle is a lot bigger thing, and we can do that next week.
Yeah.
Were we in character just talking about the windmill?
Some of that, maybe? But I don't know. I mean, maybe... Okay, I do think Milo would freak out about, wait, did I just become the owner of a windmill full of children locked up in cages?
It's like...
That would be really bad.
Why do you think the kids are locked in cages?
So you
I don't know.
In the windmill.
Wait, no, that was Spike that said that, the witch...
there's no... Yeah,
running
yeah. They're not
Yeah,
there.
so
Well,
no one
maybe-
prompted that, so that didn't happen.
No,
When
they're
maybe
not there.
Milo can go like, well, maybe the witch is using it as a place and something, and it's a windmill. We see the windmill. It's a... Like, maybe you could say that.
Baba
like, you
Yaga's
could-
not here, but...
But? Big butts.
There's a different Baba.
Baba?
Black
Baba
sheep,
Yaga.
have you any wool? Yes!
Another one.
Yes, sir, 3 bags full.
Yeah, you're not gonna find her. She's somewhere. She's far away. She's not here. He was the, yeah.
Wait, Baba Yaga somewhere else?
It's not Baba Yaga. It's another Baba.
Is it like... It's either... Baba Yaga... Baba is either like... the tiny sheep thing from Baba Is You, half of John Wick or half of actual Baba Yaga.
Isn't Baba like dad in Mandarin or something?
Oh, well, it usually means like a woman. I mean, in these types of situations. Usually a hag, like for some reason, I don't know. Do some famous hag.
Sure.
Alright, well... This calls for...
If you walk out of town and you like head to this windmill, you see this kind of abandoned windmill. It's falling apart.
Is the front door locked?
No, there is like the front door is hanging on barely.
When I enter the windmill, does the door fall
It
off?
does, yeah.
Okay.
And there's been a werewolf there the entire time.
Yeah, when that happens, like you see inside, it's dark. Make a perception because you think you saw something moving.
What the? I should probably just roll a d20 instead of like waiting to go through my character sheet for something that I know is a 0, but it's taking me like this long to like find perception. But like,
Yeah, you thought you saw something, but it's nothing's there. It's fine.
Can I
11.
advantage?
No, like he's the only one in the doorway looking in right now. Like you're not all in the doorway peeking in. Like
No, it's like Scooby Doo. We're all like, oh, bless you. We're all on top of each other, just peeking through the door.
yeah, but I'm just saying like as the door fell off, like something happened, like something scurried potentially, like maybe as a rat or something.
Oh shit! A rat.
Yeah. So if you walk into this little area, it looks like it's a workshop of sort, like a something some kind of workshop for a doll maker or something.
Who died?
Does it look like the doll that the kid had at all? Or is it
No.
just like general creepy doll?
Creepy dolls, like marionettes.
Ah!
You see pieces of them hanging up all over the place.
Ah!
I poke my head in the room. Anything interesting?
Do you like creepy shit?
Depends.
Dolls.
Does any one of these dolls look magical?
Yeah, you look around the room and you see some magic coming from somewhere in the corner. In the darkness, kinda.
I start speaking first, and roll up. Fuck it, I'll just it's easier.
Yeah,
I'll first start speaking in abyssal towards.
Yeah, you start speaking in this area, and you see two glowing eyes, and you see a small figure walk out. And
I sit down and cross my legs.
Do we all see the small?
Yeah,
figure?
yeah, it's walking out like into into the doorway, the light.
Oh, it's fucking Chucky.
A clown.
Just straight up Chucky.
And he just stares at you.
You have.
Hi. How are you?
And as soon as you like gesture to him, like and say hi, he runs past Bjorn and starts beating Kettil in the legs with his little stick.
Does it hurt me?
Yeah, I mean, it hurts as much as a piece of metal getting hit to your leg hurts. I mean, from like a child.
Wait, the metal leg or
yeah,
the
so I feel nothing
flesh
at all.
leg?
It's probably your metal leg, dude.
You just hear the tinging.
Ding,
It's like,
ding.
it's like caught
He has a 10 strength, so I mean, he's pretty strong. He has the strength of a commoner.
Ah, yes! I punch him and kill him!
Do you
Hold
punch him?
up.
No, I don't. I'm just... I hear commoner, I think punch.
Anyways, minus I turn my head around. Minus attacking the metal man. What's your name?
Metal man, I like that.
He turns, and opens his mouth like he's gonna talk. Make a dex save. Oh, no! Don't make a dex save. He opens his mouth and a dart shoots out at you and like just stabs into your armor.
Okay, I think maybe we should kill this thing.
No. It might come in handy.
There's
for,
a tiny
you know.
little dart in your armor now.
Yeah.
pull it out, and it's like it looks like it's a dart, like a D4 damage dart that just shot at you. Turn like but when he did it, he's like beating on Kettle's leg, and his head just swivels and looks at you, shoots the dart, then turns back and keeps beating on Kettle's leg.
Yeah, no, I don't know what kind of bullshit you're gonna pull this time, but I don't think we're gonna be keeping this.
Hold up. Hey, little guy. It seemed like you like to hurt people. Would you like to come with us?
Really?
Yeah, he just keeps hitting Kettle, and when you say you like to hurt people, he nodded his head. It looks like he understands you, but he can't talk.
Yo, creepy dude, can you not?
Hold on. I got this. Well, we serve a murder god. Would you like to serve her too? You can be her little sidekick.
Make a persuasion with advantage, because murder god sounds pretty cool to him.
Pretty fucking neat, bro. I like this, he says.
Oh yeah, he's like he turns and gives you a thumbs up.
Does he keep beating up my leg?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, you won't be following the murder goddess soon if you keep beating on my leg, man.
Will you kindly stop hitting the metal man? He kind of serves the murder god too.
Does he?
Like okay, like he nods and's like, and then he walks over to someone else, starts hitting their leg.
They also serve Artemis, the murder god.
Eventually,
Go over to Milo. Milo's
eventually he'll get to Milo.
You start speaking, and it's like, oh wait. Milo just keeps dancing. 'cause
He
it's
actually just keep beating on my leg, why don't you? I'll bother with it.
So when you look around the little room, eventually you find a book, and you find this guy's name. What is it? Piddlewick the Second?
Tiddlewick the Second.
Ooh, I befriended a little mechanical monster.
Some information.
Okay, load. There we go. Come on, load faster.
I could use an amulet of health. How expensive is a rare item? Just out of character.
I look at him and I say, "Your name's Piddlewick.
Yeah, he nods.
Is there any more like you?"
Ow.
Sad. He shrugs and like he's like thinking, like maybe.
Well, I like you. I want to be your friend. You seem fun to be around.
There's some more information about him if you want to read up on him. This is the kind of stuff you can find about him in here, kind of.
You seem to be doing that with a lot of people, Bjorn.
Hey, crazy people attract crazy people, and we usually get along well.
That is true.
He seems like a decent kid, kind of, but like he means well, but his flaw is when I'm upset, I do bad things.
Well, Piddlewick, let's go on an adventure and probably hurt people if they piss us off.
Yeah, he nods, and like he walks out. Like when he walks, he doesn't walk like a person. He walks like his legs are straight, and he like just waddles, kinda. Yeah.
I take a quick look around the room to see if there's anything else like him in the room.
Yeah, there's like pieces of him, right? But like none of them are real boys, I guess. I don't know how you want to explain it, right?
Does
They're not
the
real
book?
children.
Does
None
the
of them
book
Yeah, they look like
tell
pieces
me
of him.
how to make them?
No.
I bet that's what the witch was trying to do with the kid.
Maybe.
And I killed the bitch.
Huh? What the fuck? What the fuck's happening? I was reading the description, huh?
I said, fuck, maybe that's what the witch was trying to do with that little kid. Make more of him.
I mean, the lore states not, but Maybe.
Yeah, so
Anyways.
you know, this little guy has 14 AC. It has 10 hit points. He has a club, which is a little stick. There's a +2 to hit. When he hits, he does D4 bludgeoning. And he has a dart. That when he shoots it, it does 1d4 +2 piercing. So he can shoot a dart out of his mouth, and he can beat people with his club. And he has Ambusher, so he can pretend to be a doll and then jump on people and get advantage on the first turn. Because they're, yeah. He's immune to paralyzed, petrified, and poison, because he's a construct, so you know. He's a small construct, neutral evil. Yup.
We gotta
fun with
make
your little
you
friends.
stronger.
Yeah, he will die pretty easily.
Yeah, we gotta commission James!
Technically, I think Squishy was stronger.
Squishy was stronger by 3 hit points.
Don't kill!
Little guy has 30 feet movement, so he can run around really fast. So you know he can zoom around, I guess. No, so yeah, he wanders away. He wanders down the road with you guys. I guess back to the town.
All
We
right.
camp outside the castle.
Yeah, like it's been a few hours. It feels like, and the moon doesn't seem like it moved anywhere.
Yeah, probably should.
Should we really start camping in front of the place where we're trying to go kill the guy who probably knows that we're going to be coming for him? Because
I don't think he knows we're here to kill him.
Well, if you want to go back to the windmill,
You're at the windmill.
I thought we went back.
If you're heading back, I'm asking, do you head back to town? And you're like, yeah, camp out. And I'm like, okay.
I mean, we could just camp out right here if we're going to camp out.
Yeah, I
At
mean,
the
you can camp out in the windmill and like read up on stuff, right? So I'll give you this other information just so you can think about it over the week. So how you want to do this? So whenever you do make it back to the castle, you can make investigation checks. I'll let you all make investigation checks now, and I'll tell you what you see, and then you can figure it out during the week. Then we can do downtime stuff.
All right.
investigation.
Nothing.
That's one of my better rolls tonight.
I mean, would I need to roll a d10, or can the others just, like, tell me?
Others can tell you, yeah. It's
Yeah.
fine. So what you can investigate, you can figure out, you can look around. So it looks like there are a group of footprints, a group of 5 sets of footprints walked in from the town, over the drawbridge, and into the castle. If you look around, it looks like there hasn't been any other footprints going back and forth to this castle in a long time. These footprints don't look like commoner footprints. They look like maybe like one guy's wearing heavy armor, another guy's wearing like if you had to guess, this is it's a basic bitch adventuring group. Like it's a group of 4 and there's a 5th guy that's like out of the place. So you can tell it's like a wizard, a fighter, a cleric, and a rogue.
So it's a bunch of regular isekai boys.
Yeah. It's a basic group of people that are walked into this castle. Now, what you are investigating people wandering into the fog. You notice that in the slop leading to the castle, there's a slipper that got like stuck in the and then like it's always like there's like a footprints like walking with slippers on, and then one of the slippers gets stuck, and then the foot keeps walking. Now it's a footprint and a shoe print, right? Like a normal foot. But this doesn't go to the castle. This goes under the castle. This goes somewhere into a cave under the castle. You notice that there is only this one set of footprints, and recently you're only looking for one person, one woman that wandered off. Yeah.
And does the feet look like women's feet? The slipper,
yeah. The slipper looks like a woman's foot, yeah. Woman's slipper and the woman's foot, and that's what you're looking for.
And are the footprints heading toward where the secret entrance comes from?
Yeah, where the cave is. Yeah, if you follow this, it leads around the castle, and you find a small cave, which looks like it's supposed to be like for a sewer system or something for the castle that leads out into like water. But like, there's not really not a lot coming out of it right now, right? It's like, because I mean, vampires don't use the bathroom, I guess, so like he doesn't need it that much, whatever. But the idea is like, yeah, you can figure out that whoever you're looking for went in here and did not go in the castle. You are not the main characters of this story. Someone else is. They're busy doing stuff in the castle right now.
I mean, we are still the main characters of our own story, so I don't care. Let's go camp out, or we go in because maybe the situation is dire.
I mean,
I'm fine with whatever. But hey, little
Hey.
man, I need you to. You're gonna shoot darts from your mouth from my pack at people that come up behind us trying to attack us. Deal?
He nods. Yeah, I guess that's the best thing about him. He doesn't need to sleep because he's a construct, so he can just be your alarm system.
Immediately hit somebody with a dart.
Yeah.
Tell
He
them
just
to
sits there and his
attack.
head just swivels in a circle slowly, like a little alarm. It's like a sentry and just waits.
it's terrifying.
The